Good evening, everyone, and very welcome along to episode 33 and a third. It's a perfect episode for today of the Sopherone Saga right here on Penny Dragon. My name is Dave Gibson, and I'm the creator and also the Dungeon Master of all things Sopherone. So let's get through a few announcements today before we play some D&D. Kickstarter updates. The Kickstarter for the fifth $1 one-shot Tale of the Bog Witch is just finished, smashing through all the stretch goals and hitting over 3,100% funded. Final stretch goals for the previous ODOS should be with you soon, if not already with you. And a note that for backers of Bergen's Book of Beasts, the code for the voucher for Eldritch Foundry was not implemented properly, so Penny Dragon is chasing them now to get that resolved, and I do believe it has been resolved. More importantly, the Kickstarter for Penny Dragon's Celtic-inspired setting Vagabond's Guide to Dalriada is live. It features over 20 new monsters, 30 magical items, 4 new races, 6 new subclasses, 15 new deities, new spells, and a partridge in a pear tree. Plus, every backer will get a free PDF copy of the Battle of Karagath adventure. This project was already fully funded in 28 minutes, and it's still going strong. So, having already smashed through 7 and possibly 8 stretch goals at this stage, keep an eye on our Twitch chat for the link to back this huge new project. You can usually find the most recent episodes of the Sopherone Saga right here on Twitch, while the earlier VODs for this stream and indeed the other streams are all sorted into little playlists over on the Penny Dragon YouTube channel, so give us a like and a follow there. And when he's not streaming with Penny Dragon, you'll find our very own Ryan over on twitch.tv/DRangeRhino for all kinds of mischief as he plays various games from first-person shooters to platformers. Everyone is welcome, and if you haven't already, please give this wonderful human a follow, and if you can afford it, a sub over on Twitch. Ryan, how are we with follows? Are we getting closer to 100?
We are 95 still.
95.
But I had
Cool.
lots of support today from the guys that were in, including yourself.
Please, if you haven't subbed Ryan, go over and even just give him a follow. Get him to that 100 mark, and we'd appreciate it. Now, let's fire up the crystal ball and see what the future might hold for the upcoming Penny Dragon streams. Penny Dragon one-shots. VODs for all the recent one-shots are on this very Twitch channel, whether that's myself leading the players from the Irish and LA TTRPG scene down a Hellevator, or Keith guiding an all-rogue party in a prison breakdown, or even on a prison break, or even a visit to Jurassic Park, which I loved. There's sure to be something that takes your fancy. And after the surprising outcry for part 2, DM Ryan, aka D-Ranger, I know it's right there, brings us not only part 2, but also a future part 3 to his 2021 game Revenants. This has now changed to the 7th of April, and we'll see Jean and a few new guests join Ryan for a pre-Revenant. The fallout has already been seen from the previous game, but what led to that fateful night for this band of adventurers? Tune in to find out, and also make sure to check out part 1 in preparation on the Penny Dragon YouTube. You can also find many other past streams archived there too. And instead of Friday the 24th, Ryan will be live with another Penny for Your Thoughts, as we're shifting Revenants back to the 7th of April. Moving on to the Violet Madness. The Violet Madness was live last Sunday, the Sunday before. The situation in Leyden has escalated even more. The party has confronted the threat, as well as aspects of Shadar's past, in the quarry just outside of town. Now, with the last blood seal on the gates to the temple, the Raven Queen removed, the passage to the Vicana sisters is clear. As the party gear up for the final showdown, they find a gravestone with one of the party members' name on it, as well as another revelation about the party. Are Shadar's travelling companions all who they say they are? Or are Shadar's sisters up to their old tricks? Find out next time. The Fall of Plaguestone. The party has made it to Etrin's Folly with a promise of the soft bed and meal for the night, and after dealing with some mangy wolves. During dinner, a bar fight broke out. Bort Bargath, the caravan master, started coughing up blood and suddenly died. At least the turnip porridge was good, right? Come find out what fate awaits the party next Tuesday. The Cloaks of Minehelm return on Sunday 26th of March. The party will be delving deeper into the dark den of the Morlocks, demonic ratfolk who are as devious as they are deadly. And that's it. I don't have a blurb for Craig for the Quiet Year, so do check it out. It's there in the VOD, and we'll move on. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's see. Yes, so big thanks and of course much love to our Technomancer Christian, who is the Lord and Master of the Tech Dungeon, for keeping us on the air and looking sharp, and of course fireballing the trolls and goblins sometimes find their way into chat to bother us. Our appreciation also goes out to the wonderful Twitch mods who are right in there. They're the fastest fingers in the West when the banhammer is required, and we love you all. Thanks goes out to Kate from It's a Map for her killer cartography. Kate is responsible for all the amazing maps you see in the Sopherone Saga, and is a literal saint for dealing with my bullshit. All of the music I use in the Sopherone Saga is courtesy of Tabletop Audio, so you can find out what they do by going into the jukebox and roll 20. And don't forget, which will be very, very important tonight, You can now influence the game yourselves directly from the comfort of your own wizard towers or dungeons. Things like channel points, subs, donations, and bits can offer a wide range of life-saving benefits such as healing, advantage on a roll, or bless to the players and their characters. And if you're feeling particularly evil, and I know Linda is, as she always is, you can also grant those bonuses to the DM and their minions. So you can find all the details in the About section of the Twitch channel down there. Also, please be mindful to state in chat who will receive your boon, lest it go ungranted. Now, let's meet all our players. And we are down our resident cleric, Derek, tonight, as Johnny failed his con save, but Derek will be piloted by Jean, so those healing spells will still flow. Let's start off with Fona tonight.
Hello, everyone. Happy St. Paddy's Day. I am Fona, and I am playing Scaled, who is a young, very naive dragonborn barbarian. I think right now his one thing in life is to figure out how to resurrect his plant, Prince Shane, who he really wants to resurrect. So yeah, that's Scaled.
Thanks, Fona. Let's go with Ryan next.
Hi guys, I am Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, as you've heard a few times by now, I'm sure. Tonight I am playing Mazelu Grimm, specifically, one half of the Brothers Grimm, and I'm here trying to protect my brother from another party member, as well as also trying to help them as much as possible. And I would also like to add that I am also a resident cleric. We're not down both of them tonight.
Oh, that's true. My apologies.
However, I would argue I'm not the better of the clerics.
I should have said resident grave cleric. My apologies.
Yes, okay.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. Jean, you're up next.
How's it, everyone? I'm Jean. I'll be playing Lamud and piloting Derek as well tonight. Lamud is a half-orc druid, Circle of the Moon, and yeah, at this stage, hoping we find whatever it is we're looking for soon so that we can rescue Braytek.
Okay, moving on. Stephen, you're up.
I'm Stephen, and this evening I am playing the second half of the Brothers Grimm, Oryxium, the repentant sinner who's tempting fate with a party member.
Yeah, indeed. Carrie, you're next.
Hi, I'm Carrick. I'm playing Ren, the now exhausted wizard who is probably going to die at some stage tonight. So, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Carrick. Shane, you're up.
Yeah. How are you getting on, everyone? I'm Shane, and I'm not playing the plant. I'm playing Jaden, a human Battlemaster fighter, and his trusty glaive. And he's currently hanging towards the back of the pack, working as a rear guard for the group.
Okay, good to know. And I will say tonight, it being St. Patrick's Day, we are going to, well, not everyone has to do it, but the option is open for whoever gets their first nat 1 and take a shot of Irish whiskey. Now, I think I'm as DM, I'm limiting myself to 1, but there's no such limits in the rest of the party. But I will say, bear with us as it could get a bit tipsy. So moving on. Let's give you a recap and see what happened in the last couple of streams. So, arriving in the northern town of Templetown, having heard the residents were in need of heroes, the saviors of Somerton quickly realised all was not as it seemed in this sleepy little place. Ancient witches feeding the local children and wild beasts prowling the countryside were the least of the town's worries. For now, the kingdom and the king had sent, according to the party's ex-serviceman Robert, one of the royal family's most deadly fixers north to Templetown, agent of the Crown Valder. His mission, from what the party can gather, is to gain entrance to the temple high in the mountains, which he did, the resting place of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster, who was once one of the ancient heroes involved in the slaying of a lich named Galasar eons ago. Intent on finding the 5 rune keys necessary to bypass the temple's deadly defences, Valder stopped at nothing to fulfill his orders. However, upon sneaking into the subterranean depths of Valder's base of operations, it became apparent to our recently deceased hero Finar that Valder was taking orders from something that held sway over the undead. After helping an old dwarven druid Braytek defend his grove from an invading force of giants, the party learned the location of the final rune key and made their way to the graveyard of Deniksha, one of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster's old companions, in the hopes of denying Valor this final piece of the puzzle and stymieing whatever plan he was engaged upon. And finally, even arriving at the sarcophagus of Deniksha, battle was joined, and it was clear that whatever grim task Deniksha had volunteered for, that centuries of undeath had driven her completely mad. The battle was fierce, and several of our heroes went down, and were at death's door until Mazelu did something that turned the tide. Something that will carry with it grave consequences. Eventually, though, the final blow was delivered, and Deniksha was no more. Granted through blade, fire, and blow, the rest in peace she had, for whatever reason, denied herself. However, upon returning to the grove that the druid Braytek called his home, the party were not met with his characteristic gruff tones. Instead, Agent of the Crown Valor, his Goliath warrior companion Wraith, and several archers waited for them. Valor's offer was simple. Enter the temple, defeat its guardians, and retrieve the items secreted in the tomb of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster for the return of their friend, Braytak. During the investigation of a fiendish mirror trap, it became apparent that one of the mirrors shows your parents, staring back at you if you peer in. Last we left off, our dragonborn barbarian Scales, who was raised by adoptive human parents, was about to stare directly into the mirror. What will Scales see in the mirror? What does 4 points of exhaustion actually feel like? And will Jaden feel the sting of Wraith's Glaive of the Wailing Widow? Only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D. Okay. Now, Scales.
Yes.
Notes up here.
Oh dear.
Yes. So, as you peer into the mirror, the pained groans of your suffering friend seem to diminish, and your focus intensifies on the reflective glass surface before you. The glass ripples as if a drop of rain has fallen from the leaf of a tree into a perfectly still lake. As the ripples grow wider along the surface of the mirror, you see in the center an image begin to take shape. 2 dragonborn stand before you, their backs turned. The male clad in high-quality custom mithril plate armor, with a glowing longsword sheathed at his side and a shield slung over his back. The female, wearing beautiful robes cinched at the waist, with a delicate mithril belt and a longsword at her side. She wears a ruby crown on her head and carries something in her arms. As the ripples in the mirror settle, you can see now the background begins to take shape. Huge stone pillars climb high into the sky, some forming arches over the ruined walls of massive buildings. Behind the 2 dragonborn, you see a huge creature conversing with what you can only believe to be your parents. Standing 12 feet tall, this creature is akin to a giant snake. It seems to stand upright. 6 arms extend from its glistening torso, and hundreds of tiny snakes writhe and curl where you would expect the creature's hair to be. Clad in a battle-worn chain shirt, this creature is armed with 6 sheathed blades, some by its side and some slung over its back. As the 2 dragonborn turn to face you, you can see the one with the ruby crown holds a newborn in her arms, cradling it gently. Something is wrong. As you peer closer, you can see the child they hold has been completely petrified, turned into solid stone. The male dragonborn runs a dagger across the palm of his hand and shakes one of the 6 hands of the creature standing tall behind the female, sealing some sort of deal, it seems. As the connection between you and your parents solidifies, the woman stops in her tracks, turns and looks at you, looks down at the child in her arms and looks up at you again, and tears begin to fall from her eyes. You can see sobs racking her body, and as you look closer, you see that it is relief that has overtaken this woman, and not sadness. She looks at you, beaming pride in her eyes, and calls her husband. And although you cannot hear the words, you can definitely make out the word Scales. Man comes to her side and seems to catch the vision for the first time. He looks at you and nods in approval. He pulls a shield from around his back. Upon it you see the symbol of the platinum dragon, and he taps the symbol once, puts his hand to his heart. Behind them, you see the massive monstrosity slither away, and for that moment, as your attention wandered, you see the image of your parents fade away, your mother's face still beaming with happiness, and that expression of sincere pride in your father's. Your eyes burning from the effort required to focus on the scene, you blink, and in that moment they're gone. All you're left with is the memory and the expressions of love you saw on their faces. Scales, I need you to roll me. You can roll me a history check with advantage.
Okay. Advantage. Haha, history.
17 is
17.
enough.
There we go.
Scales, your mind, when you see the woman with the ruby crown, is cast back to that image of the dragonborn fighting beneath the mountains and beneath the surface of Sopherone, when the human armies waved in, intent on finding that ruby flower with the 10 petals. This woman is the same woman that wore the ruby crown in front of that army. Your mother. And as that revelation hits you, the details of that that vision begin to sort of reform your mind. If you wish to try and recall that vision, maybe at your next long or short rest, you can do so with advantage. You can make a history check with advantage.
Okay, so right now Scales is just gonna like collapse to his he's gonna collapse to one foot and then or one knee and then another knee and be like distraught because yeah. Scales is distraught.
But also, you know that vision and that event that happened beneath Sopherone happened thousands and thousands of years ago.
But also, while Scales is distraught by this, does he feel like it's real? Like, can I do an insight check to see if he actually thinks it's real?
He can. I mean, yeah. Roll me an insight check.
Insight.
14. It's you. The expressions and the intent, and just the purity to those emotions were believable.
Okay. Yeah, Scales is on his knees. He's just, on his knees, holding his head, and he's just like hands in front of his face, and he's like, yeah, he's overwhelmed.
If the rest of the party wish to join, and start doing things, now you can.
Yeah. So I mean, if Lamud notices that Scales is kind of in that state, Lamud's still in bear form. He's just going to kind of come up next to Scales and just kind of, nuzzle with his head.
Scales is going to absolutely cling on and hug, and he's going to be like, I need hugs right now. He's going to be like, yeah.
So Scales obviously went down on their knees right in front of me. Lamud's come over and kind of nuzzled into Scales. I'm just going to be like, are you okay? Do you need healing? Are you hurt?
I think what you get from Scales is like, but there was my moment. There were
I've lost your audio.
and they weren't.
Okay.
I think they were my real parents, and then they were but she was also the lady from the she was in the thing, and there was the and then there was the
Right. Are you okay though?
No.
Your audio's dropping out a little bit, Fauna.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
There's a bit of an echo coming from somebody's side. I think the stream might be unmuted on somebody's end.
Give me a sec. Baby, please. I'm just going to make sure my door's closed.
So, Mazelu, although he's listening and although he's taking in everything you're saying, Mazelu wouldn't be the warmest of people. He's never known a life of comfort in that sense. So he'd be kind of doing, the whole pat on the shoulder, like, there, it'll be all right. We'll work things out.
And Scales is going to look around the group, and he's going to focus on Ren.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be like, you...
Me?
Yeah, you have to...
Ren looks completely out of it right now, by the way, as you're speaking. He's barely there.
There's a dream, but it's not a dream. It's like a vision. But you can maybe find it out. And there was battles, and they killed all the Dragonborn, and there was petals, and now apparently maybe my mother was part of that. But you have to, can you figure this out?
Yeah, Ren, just the look on his face, like he's barely like cognizant at this stage. It looks like he's asleep on his like 2 feet nearly. He's gonna just look at Scales and be like, not right now, but if we survive whatever this is, definitely when we get to somewhere safe.
We're in the middle of something. We're in danger. We have to do what we have to do. But after we have to figure this out, because no, wait, that was a long time ago. And I'm not that old. So how was my mum that long ago? And
Magic,
I'm here.
maybe magic of some sort. I can't. I don't have the brain power for this right now. Sorry, Scales. I can't be more help. Whatever that mirror did to me just wiped me.
But I'm here now. And right now, we have to do the thing. We have to do this, and we can figure it all out after.
Ren's gonna hobble over to the door and look out. Valder's not standing on the other side listening in, is he?
You can hear some shuffling from further up the stairs, maybe. But you do hear some kind of conversing going on. But it's the threat is not imminent, or he's not exactly on your heels, as it were. But he's still around.
Probably not the best idea to talk about this with dipshit around. And he's gonna gesture towards the door. When we get out of this, when we survive, because we're gonna survive this. When you look around at everyone else, he's trying to be somewhat motivational. It's not working. Really, he looks like he's about to fall over. I promise I'll do everything, and he's yawning through this as well because of the exhaustion points in my power to help you figure this out.
And then you do hear the footsteps of your two companions.
And Randall just
companions. You hear, you can see Wraith wielding that wicked-looking glaive again, with the hair that just seems to blow in this non-existent breeze, hanging off the main blade. And Valor comes in and goes, "Oh, it seems we're rather worse for wear, aren't we? Well, you're no good to me. Half dead, are you? Maybe you should take a little rest here in this room with the mirrors, or if you'd rather, pop back upstairs, be my guest. Need you in ship-shape condition for what is probably going to be a hell of a fight. Not with me, of course, don't you know? But
insight check.
Yeah, do so. Yeah, well,
everything
you do is at
yeah.
disadvantage. Yeah.
I feel like that's, it might be at disadvantage, but I feel like there can't be a huge DC on this at this stage.
I'll decide what the D is.
I got you.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, not one. Fuck it.
One. There you go. Not one. First shot of a whiskey. There you go. Good man. There he goes. Okay. You just you got a drinking problem.
Be
a man.
Okay.
I remember my first beer.
I mixed the
and it was a lot younger than that.
I mixed the pre-mixed Captain Morgan's with actual Captain Morgan's, so
God,
it's a lot stronger than I expected it to be.
It's like dividing by zero.
It's only when we roll our own nat ones, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay,
yeah.
awesome.
And Dave said he'd do it on the first nat one of the game. So
did I? No, I didn't. I said I would do it on my first nat one of the game.
I misunderstood.
But I will do one anyway. So Valder and Wraith just come. They sort of give you this leeway, and Valder says, "Come on, Wraith, let's go." And they both head upstairs. Let me just delete them there. Well, not delete them, but remove them from the map, as it were. So, what would you like to do? Where would you like to go? Would you like to rest right here with the temptation of the mirrors right beside you, or would you like to pop back upstairs?
Ren is crawling out of the room nearly just to get in these mirrors.
would you like to do?
I'm gonna help Scales up. You know, the kind of warrior grip.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
know what has happened to you, but if we find out anything, I will definitely help.
I just I think I think my mother I think I don't know. Maybe they were a queen, or maybe they were sacrificed and she was leading stuff, but I just don't know.
Do
And
you know
Scales
her
is
name?
completely discombobulated, you know. He's like,
Yeah.
What was her name?
not a clue. I don't know her name.
No, you don't know her name.
Don't know her name. But it seems to have been a very long time ago, which doesn't make any sense because I'm only as many years as I am. But that was a long time ago. So I don't know how it works. I mean, I think I was in an egg, but maybe I wasn't. But that was a long time ago. And now I'm here. And she died all that long time ago. So that's very weird.
Are dragonborns born or hatched? Actually, it's a good question. The name implies
Question
born,
for
but-
another day as well. Yeah. Okay, so what are the party doing? Are you going to take the offer of taking the long rest, or are you going to press on?
Long rest.
Long rest, please.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in the party who want a long rest.
I need.
Okay,
I
cool.
want 4
So
long
where do you want to
rests, but
do
that's
that
not
long
gonna happen.
rest?
Not in the room of mirrors.
Okay, so I'm going to move all your tokens upstairs then, if that's the consensus. I'm going to copy and paste. Move you up to, where were we? Temple level 1. And let me just delete them. The iron golem is still there. I'm going to pop you back into the room with the iron golem. Oh, God. Yeah, all of my writing has arrived, but I will delete that in just 2 minutes. And as I move you over... There we go. Okay, lovely. So yeah, you're back in the room with the iron golem destroyed there. Sort of, unfortunately, it is barring the way or barring your ability to close those 2 double doors. But
Well, that's
I mean,
not be worry.
you know, just well, if you wanted to. Let me try and delete these fucking numbers.
I have something for that. Tiny hut in. That's soundproof, anyways.
You
So
just move that there while I'm trying to delete these numbers.
oh yeah, sorry.
Thanks. Because they're annoying me. There we go. Okay, lovely. Move that wherever you want. Cool. So you guys
Can I move that, will you move that back to Dave so people aren't moving it?
to back. There we go. Now, so you're going to cast Lehman's tiny hut. Are you? There's no roll to cast. That's your grand.
That's
so
just a ritual. It's a ritual spell.
Okay,
It'll probably
cool.
take him maybe 15 minutes instead of the normal 10. But
no
we'll
worries.
get it up.
He's fairly wrecked doing that. Okay, guys. If anyone wants to achieve anything during the long rest, feel free. Otherwise, let me know if you don't, and we'll move on.
Sleep. I'm not even taking a watch.
Okay.
Scales is basically going to sit in the corner, rocking backwards and forwards
Yeah.
and thinking about things
Mm.
for the duration of the long rest
Okay.
with his torch.
With his torch, his trusty torch, ever burning torch. Okay. If anyone else wants to do anything, say so now. Otherwise, I will move us on to the next 8 hours.
Here's my wisdom save.
Thank
Dave.
you very much. You made it. Cheers. Made it, mum. Okay, cool.
I got my hit points back.
Everyone gets your hit points back. I do believe your hit point
Max is on half now.
Oh, okay,
I think.
lovely.
Yeah,
Well, that's helpful. Cool. Let me delete this line.
That was the worst. That was the worst part. Like, I'll deal with the disadvantage. Like, I'll just
Yeah.
I'll just like try
Right.
everything in my might to get advantage on things. But half it points.
Okay.
That's fucked.
Cool. Everyone gets their abilities back and stuff like that. And if you want, I will move you back over. Let me just move that.
Oh, I need to re-prep spells.
I was gonna grab you guys. Torch. Move you back. There we go.
Can during that long rest, Ren and Scales have talked a little bit?
You can. If Ren was awake,
Ren would be kind of resistant to it, but if Scales is insisting, he will
okay.
for about 10 minutes max sit and have a conversation because he is just too tired. He's falling asleep.
Okay.
No, to be honest, if Ren was obviously tired, Scales would desist.
I'm assuming it's very clearly visible because Ren looks about 4 years older. So, he's
I think
managed.
Scales would try to have a conversation, but when Ren was obviously really needing to sleep, Scales would desist. So never mind.
Ren, as you age those 4 years, you do have 4 years of hair growth, 4 years of fingernail growth, and 4 years of toenail growth as your nails burst through your leather boots.
They're magical boots. Does that happen? Or did I just...
No, well then it's even more painful as the magical boots contain them within, and your nails just grow in this horrific claw-like, almost snail shell kind of spiral, and. Somebody's Nakwa gifted a tier 1 sub to S McBob. Thanks very much, Nakwa.
Yeah.
I don't know who gets the inspiration, but you can call it out there. So you can use prestidigitation to cut your toenails and cut your hair and stuff like that. But I mean, it was a traumatic experience.
Scales, if Scales wants to have any questions while Ren's doing that, he'll answer them, but it'll be like he'll even say as much as as soon as I've sorted this out, I'm going to sleep. So I know not to be rude. Scales.
It's an app that I asks if the ear grows back, and it does not. It is beginning to, not scab over, but it's the flesh is beginning to just grow over itself now, and you're not quite at disadvantage level yet, but you are finding it hard to hear through that ear now. Actually,
I can roll for that if you want.
No, with 4 years of skin growth over that ear, you are at disadvantage on perception checks now.
For hearing specifically, I assume?
For hearing, yes.
Yeah, okay. I already was, but okay. I'll have this on until I get healed.
Okay, cool.
So once it appeared that Ren was too tired to deal with anything, Scaled is going to go to Mazello's, if Mazello's is still awake, and because Mazello's also seems to have some knowledge of Dragonborn, and he totally brought forth lots of Dragonborn ghost type things, so he just wants to chat to Miss Ellis.
I mean, if this is as a switch over from who's watching, then I'd be awake. So,
but he'll plump down beside you, and he'll be like, I saw something in the mirror, and I thought maybe you might know what it's about. I saw something before a while back, and it seems to be linked, and I don't know what it's about, but maybe you do, because you seem to know about Dragonborn, and I'm the only Dragonborn I've ever met, and maybe you know what it's about.
Well, I might not know the answer, but if I don't, I will do everything in my power to find out for you. So if you want to tell me what happened, I'll happily help you.
Okay, so the first thing I saw, and maybe it was just a dream, and maybe it was a vision, but there was a great big battle, and it was a long time ago. And at the end of the battle, all the Dragonborn were dead because there was a weird petal-shaped crystal thing, and there was a Dragonborn lady, and she died, and then the crystal thing changed color, and then this light went up, and then I think all the Dragonborn that were in the kingdom or in the land died.
Let's be
And
mindful
then-
of how much you don't remember as well.
Yeah. And then just when I looked in the mirror, I saw what I think might be my parents, because it seems to be the mirror of parents, but it wasn't my parents because they should be down making wine, but it was Dragonborn parents. And I think my mother in the mirror was the same Lady Dragonborn that was in the vision where there was the petal big crystal thing and it changed color and then everybody died. I really don't know what's going on.
Scales, you said your parents were making wine. Are your parents like you?
No, they're my parents. They adopted me and then we were farmers together, but now they're retired and they're going to the south to make wine.
Okay, so is it not some possibility that what you saw in that mirror was actually your biological parents?
Well, in the mirror, they were Dragonborns too. So I'm guessing if it was a mirror of parents, then they must have been my born parents. But I never knew them. So I was surprised. I thought I'd see my parents making wine. I was really looking forward to seeing my parents making wine.
I mean, if they're retired but still doing that for themselves, I'm sure that's something we'll get around to seeing again, or I would hope that you can. But this glimpse into your true lineage, this could be what opened things up for you. Could answer a lot of questions about your past.
But I don't want to know about my past. I
But
just
then
like to know what's going on now.
Well, then choose to forget the images in your head.
But no, because they all died. They all died. And I can forget a lot and I can focus on what I'm doing, but they all died.
See, I don't consider death to be the end for anyone. Like you, when you have your moments of anger, you are assisted by Dragonborn, are you not? There's nothing to say that they're not ghosts of the past coming back to help you. It doesn't necessarily mean they're gone.
But it's not right. It's not right that somebody killed everybody at the same time. It's not right. Like all those dots of light, all those I have to guess they were Dragonborn dots of light, but I'm the only Dragonborn now, and this was in the past, so all those dots of light that got snuffed out and just turned off, they had to be Dragonborn, right? And that's not right. It's not right that, like, it's not right. be stupid and I can do silly things and I can fall off a cliff or I can run into somebody, a fight, and be stupid, but that's me. But it's not right that it's everybody.
In probably the first time of like real kind of any emotional connection from anyone that Mazelu has had, he'll put his arm kind of around Scales' shoulder if they'll allow it, and he just pulls you in a bit and he says, you're right. There is no reasonable response for that. It shouldn't have happened.
Church of the Platinum Dragon do speak about that, and it is called the event. Details
Now,
are sketchy.
I know the brief details that I have because of the church and stuff, but from the way Scales is describing it as dots of light and stuff, would I have any understanding as to whether this wasn't necessarily an eradication, but more so an ascension?
No. You'd have to witness it firsthand.
That's fair.
But it's impossible to tell, especially given who's telling the tale and how they're telling it to you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I can tell you that, yes, as you are well aware, I have connection to dragons of old, my deity being one of them, arguably the most important of them all. I don't know much about what happened of those times and what happened of that. I do know that within my order it's called the event. Obviously deemed so because of its devastating effect across the world. I don't know how you're here, but I'm glad you're here.
It's like, for no apparent reason, you just kill a whole village because they're there, and you just kill a whole village and there's no reason. And then somehow I'm here. And why am I here? If you had to kill the whole village, and there was a reason why you had to kill the whole village, then there was a reason, and then why am I here all this time later? Because if there was a reason, then I wouldn't be here. So why?
Would you mind if I possibly give you a better understanding of that?
Yes.
Say you have a pond full of fish, but for whatever reason, the pond is, let's say, dirty, and you want to clean it. All the fish have died because of the dirty water, except for one that might have got flushed away earlier.
Okay.
So the village that you speak of might have been cleansed, whereas you just happened to slip the net. In other words, I'm saying that maybe you were as much of a surprise to your adoptive parents as you were to the person that let you go.
So, am I going to dirty the pond again?
Now, this is the thing, is I don't believe it was you that dirtied the pond at all. I reckon maybe that's the reason why you survived and nobody else did.
I was like an egg, I guess. How they all dirtied the pond.
Well, how do you know you wasn't protected? You can't possibly know that, right?
So you think all the other dragonborn, they were a problem and they needed to go?
Well,
So-
when I say a problem, I don't mean that they were a problem, but obviously they were a problem to someone. So take our current situation. The man out there with his goon is a problem to us because he has your friend, correct?
Yeah, but he's a bad guy.
So therefore, it seems to reason it could have been a bad guy that got rid of your kinfolk.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that your people were bad, necessarily. It could mean that the person that got rid of them was bad.
Okay. I think I need to think about this for a bit. Yeah, I think I need to
Okay.
think about this.
Okay, so yeah, do you want to? So obviously, scales. That sort of line of thinking is sort of met a brick wall for now, and you do feel a sleep beckons. Same with you guys. Anything else you guys would like to achieve before we move on? Okay, lovely stuff. You get your long rest, and the benefits of that. And I'm going to copy you over, and I assume you're heading back down, are you?
Yeah, I guess we don't really have
Okay.
rock and a hard place kind of thing, you know.
You do hear Valder and Wraith just they are kind of pottering around outside. Fully rested, I hope. Feeling good, are we? Yes.
Just a death stare.
I see.
I'll walk past him.
Okay. Well, good luck down there, and I do hope you do well. After all, your friend's life hangs in the balance, doesn't it? And there you are. You guys are back in the mirror room. The door unlocked. Sorry.
All the mirrors are currently covered up, correct?
They are currently covered up. Yes, indeed. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
I say we open the door and go
That's
find
what
whatever's on
I
the
am
other side.
by mistake.
Okay.
I can, for some reason, know Verixium, by the way, Dave. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to accidentally grab them.
Yeah, I'll worry about that later on. Cool. There, the door opens, and you guys can see. Let me move on to my thing. Down maybe it's a long chamber, with some alcoves. 1, 2, 3, 4 alcoves on the east and west side of the chamber. Heavy webs adorn the cracks and the corners of these alcoves, and you can see down at the end a very, very, very heavy, thick steel door, almost like a vault.
So when you say heavy webs, are they giant spider-sized webs or just a lot of webs?
Just a lot of web and cobwebs.
Because I think at this point Lamud is fairly used to what a giant spider's web would look like.
Yeah.
I'm going to try check for traps, but I don't know how successful this is going to be, so not very.
10. It seems pretty clear. You seem happy enough.
Yeah, I'm not going to go first, though. So, Bren is now very wary. He's going to stand back and be like, off you go.
Yeah, Lamud will go first.
Okay, lovely stuff. Mode moving on. You can. It's a weird kind of effect as you move through this corridor. Sound seems to be slightly dulled, and it doesn't feel magical. Reprobate Gamer says the whole room is a trap.
Yep.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be magical. It seems to be some sort of maybe acoustic effect from how this corridor has been built. You heard as Ren spoke and said, "You guys go ahead." It just one thing that you noticed: there was no echo in this room or in this corridor. It's curious.
Yeah, so I mean, with that, as Lamud is moving, he's just gonna give a glance to each side of the corridor,
Okay,
just
cool. What's your...
checking each alcove.
Yeah, no worries. What's your passive perception? 13?
Best, yeah, it should be 13.
13. Okay, yeah. Seems Lumbering Paddy says, fireball the corridor, tormented by gnomes. Says nothing bad ever came from mirrors. Indeed. Lumud, yeah, with your 13 passive perception, everything seems okay so far, thus far anyway. As you continue down. Okay. Lovely. Are we just continuing on, or is anyone gonna make any ability checks or anything? I'm not saying you have to, I'm just asking.
I do want to do one thing.
Yeah.
These mirrors, you said they were movable, right? Because we moved them around.
Yeah, they just lift off the wall.
So I'm going to leave the sheet on it, but I want to take the black one.
Okay, let me open up my my deets.
That's the Infernal Iron.
Down, dog. Sorry.
That one.
Evil Black Inferno, the one that showed Stephen his vision.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. The black one. Okay, cool. No worries. Good to know.
And I'm leaving it covered, and I want to place it basically like there, so it's leaning up against that wall.
Give me a ping.
Face.
Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah, cool. No worries.
So it's facing into the room, and then as I get into the corridor, oh, I didn't mean to keep drawing that. We delete that. As I go into the corner here, so that I can't see it, I'm going to pull the sheet off, so it's exposed to the room.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I have a dog who's tormenting here. Oh, and you're going to pull the sheet off.
Yeah, so it's opened out into the room.
Cool. Okay, no worries.
You're trying to hit right from there with that, I guess.
Very good. I know what he's trying to do. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So, Dave, getting to this point here, I see this here in the corner. Is that just part of the map, or is that a little goodie down there?
Well, it's a map throws these things in from time to time, but it does look to be some sort of open book that is face down. Yeah.
Anything written on the cover?
Anything written on the cover? Make an investigation check. Well, you can give me a perception check if you want from there, or you can pick it up and investigate it.
Yeah, I'll look at it from here for them. I see. Yeah, I'll look at it.
Die from traps.
It's a 18.
18 perception. Okay, so yeah, you can see. It seems to be a book of nursery rhymes.
I'm not even gonna ask what that's doing down here.
Yep.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I just don't care.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you want to find in a dungeon.
Hush, little warlock, don't you cry.
more like Fungin, am I right?
We have enough warlocks in the party. Don't be picking that shit
You're
up.
going to pick it up?
I am picking it up, even though I know I shouldn't.
Okay. You can see
That's the spirit.
it just says nursery rhymes on it. And as you look, are you going to read the book?
I'm not going to, read passages out of it. I'm just going to flip through it and just, not reading one page, top to bottom. Just a quick scan.
You do flick through it.
Yeah.
Okay, and as you flick through it, you can see every page has an image on it, be it at the top or top left, and then the text around it, or else at the bottom right, and the text is wrapped around it. But as you flick through it, you do notice that all these images do seem to be in order, and it's almost as if you're flicking through a cartoon, what do you call those things? Yeah, like a flip book, yeah. And it starts off with it's a map racist. I'm going to read it at an angle. It starts off with say a cautionary tale of the child meeting an old woman in the forest, and she's offered an apple and blah blah blah, and basically it is the entire story of the carved witch as you flick through it.
Definitely adding that to the backpack.
Now it's just the images. The nursery rhymes are as they are, but you can see you know, her and 2 other sisters, and basically their arrival to Templetown and all that kind of thing. It's
Yeah, well, I mean, what I'm
up to a
saying
point
is,
now. It doesn't show you know,
Us killing her.
her death at your hands.
yeah,
That would've been
what I'm
creepy.
saying is, further study of that book might reveal some other things, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's
So-
our factory.
Maybe I'm gonna keep it.
Directory. Okay, 1 second. Cool. All right, moving on. So Eryxium. Oh, yeah, Eryxium. I'm gonna move you off there for a second. Oh, I've moved that.
Oh, you stepped on the trap.
And if you want to move to Scales, move back to where you were. And Eryxium, if you want to move just off that.
Did Jaden stab me in the back?
No, you
No.
can see you just stepped on an explosive runes trap.
Shit.
That to put you back there now, and it is a Glyph Richard strikes again.
Big about a boom.
You're on a summer holiday now with this heat. Okay, so it is 5d8 fire damage as you clank forward and step down. Your foot hits this perfectly normal flagstone, except for the magical, almost invisible runes that are there, and you hear this powering up noise as they begin to light up. Boom! This deafening explosion as everyone in the area of effect, which I keep forgetting. I think it's
20 feet.
20 feet, is it?
Yeah.
20-foot radius sphere. Takes 5d8 points of damage. I'm gonna go from here. Ren, Lamud, I'll give you advantage on that save because you've a lot of cover there.
Sweet.
Jaden, you're gonna take the whack of it. So okay, cool. So it is
I'm
a
so annoyed. I
DC
took
16.
5 feet forward there just a second
Oops.
ago.
I'm gonna roll 5d8. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, how about the 5d8 be?
This is a deck save, is it? Or what is it?
Sorry, I
Yeah.
do believe it's a deck save. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
All right.
DC 15. So for 17 points of damage.
Do we
Does
get
this-
any- do we get any bonus for? I mean, obviously, it's not going to do anything for me, but with Eryxium being that close,
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
Don't see
yeah,
the
this
Azores.
massive explosion, boom, and the strange thing is, while you would expect it to echo down the corridor, it doesn't. It just went bang, and that's it. It's gone. There is no rebound of the massive explosion sound off these walls. So everyone takes 17 points of fire damage, or 8 if you made the save, DC 15 deck save.
Does it count as a spell or magical effect? Yeah.
Yes, it does.
He gets advantage on this then. The spell guard shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raven's
Nice.
Ranger says dragon farts. Okay, nice. Yes, you just managed to throw your arm up, you just take the half of that.
Idiot.
True Kane says bang, and the glyph is gone. Cool. Okay, so before you lies this massive door, almost like that of a vault. Who would like to interfere with the massive door first?
The obviously magically trapped door.
Well, if I am such an idiot, Jaden, would you care to tackle the door?
As he wipes the soot off his face.
Yeah, I mean, you can see
You now
what
look
they
like
were
a
doing.
ninja because you've got a completely black face and just a white and a kind of clear spot on your eyes.
You can see as Lamud's coming up behind you now because he had his back turned to this whole thing. That's why he failed his save. His entire back is blackened.
Nice. Lumbering Paddy in chat says danger, high voltage. Vault. Very
You
good.
seem to be doing such a good job. Why don't you continue?
Yeah. What's the door like? Does it appear to be?
You can see it's a massive steel, almost like safe like vault like door. And there's no runes on it. It's just seems to have a twist handle thing.
Let's twist the handle.
You're just gonna go. Okay, cool. As you do so, you hear this clunk, 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 scraping of Science and Sorcery says, evening all, you're very welcome along, Science and Sorcery, to the Sopherone Saga. We're just in the middle of a little dungeon crawl right now. Erixium, as that door, you hear this clanking and sliding of 3 heavy metal bars or locks or something. The door seems to click and just swing open a slight bit. And the waft of... Yeah, give me a perception check. Let's see if we can determine what the waft is.
Dun, dun, dun. Perception.
11.
11.
You've smelled embalming fluids before.
Oh, gross.
Oh,
That can't smell good.
Can you see? What do you see under the crack of the door?
I mean, you can move and look into. Oh, he's gonna love it. I love
He's an
it.
idiot.
He just had a long rest. Let me go to my dynamic lighting layer. Bop, 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 bop. As you look in, you can see a large room with several statues, and 1, 2, 3, 4 massive stone sarcophagus.
I'm going to drop a first level detect magic. Being that the round just exploded.
Throw a little 30-foot radius aura on you if you can.
Do I do that again?
It's in the token setting, so I can do it for you.
No, I found it here now. Sorry, I just called out.
Okay, lovely.
Right, so smell of embalming fluid and some damaged looking sarcophagi. It's blowing on a divine sense and see if this room doesn't shriek of undead as well.
30-foot radius. Holy shit. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Divine sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check one thing first.
It's a lot on the map, but it's very small when you're like in general, like a 30 feet radius. It's like it's one of those weird things. In dungeons, it's great. Out when they open.
No, you do not detect anything. But as you stand there, there's no. You do, yes, you detect. What type of magic would this be now?
I'm assuming necromancy consider it.
No, it would have been necromancy. Let me just. I'm gonna Google this without giving it away.
Tom in chat says no. There's a layer of dirt that'll block the divine sense. You sense nothing.
Yeah,
it's the worst feature in 5e. I'm trying to figure out a way to buff that for my home games or when I run games because it's a waste of a feature.
Take away the ability to be blocked by stone. There you go.
Yeah, probably.
There's the other one that I find funny. I didn't actually know about it until recently. A friend of mine.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
That's a friend of mine in our home game. It's locate creature, I think it is, but it gets blocked if there's running water in between you and the creature.
Oh wow, okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and just say it's transmutation. I could be wrong.
Oh, Bren's fairly well. He's a transmutation wizard. He'd be fairly like versed in transmutation magic. So
yeah, so you detect transmutation magic.
Do I see any runes light up?
No, you don't, but you do. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just throw in your detect magic there.
Yeah. And where's it going?
Blocked by stone, right?
Don't think so. I think detect magic gets around a lot of that.
It was blocked by 1 foot of stone, which it is.
1 foot,
so
yeah.
you detect no magic.
Okay, so.
But
that seems clear.
With that in mind, Erixium, as you stand there and as you've crossed this threshold, the lids of these sarcophaguses begin to heavy stone scraping on stone and begin to just move off as you can see these things begin to emerge.
Things.
Oh,
I will
jeez.
shift Z this bad boy.
I don't like that at all.
Let me just move the card sheet. Yeah, I would shift C this fella here for everyone at home. You can see.
We've got bed sheets.
That just looks like a mummy where someone did a really bad job of wrapping them.
They're white dementors.
You can see there's some sort of creature created from the used burial shroud of a humanoid.
And now you detect undead.
No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, as they emerge from this thing, you hear this as they move towards you and climb out of the. I'm gonna make sure the turn order is clear. I'll pass Dave to this for future Dave. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna clear the turn order, and I need everyone to roll initiative, please, as I look for some very familiar music. Do you know what I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go.
I'm not going to select
Oh,
torch.
initiative. Shit.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on, scales. Not torch.
Do I have a
Fucking two
disadvantage
clerics
on
at the end.
initiative as well, by the way?
Sorry, say again.
Do I have disadvantage on initiative as well?
Initiative is an ability check.
Yeah, I
Yep.
wasn't sure.
It's
Two
the
canes of
dexterity
fuck
check.
future Dave. He's dead right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have these guys.
Yeah, 8. Which is a 9. Cool.
Jeez.
Okay, is everyone in?
Yep.
The funeral's
Yeah.
about to begin. Oh no, don't cancel that. I want to sort descending. There we go. Okay, the first Death Shroud Golem is
But don't like
climbs
that.
out of this thing and moves straight towards Eryxium. It's just made of this. Again, it just seems to be completely composed with this amalgamation of funereal gowns and shrouds and sheets as it reaches towards you, and it's going to use its smothering slam. That is a 21 to hit.
He's shield. He's gonna have to shield it up.
Gonna
standing
shield
in the
that.
doorway. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that means, what does your AC become?
26.
Jesus.
Okay, nice. Good to know. Moving on. That's all it can do. Moving on, we've got Jaden.
Yeah. Jaden's going to move to here, drop the torch. I think I know what the answer is going to be, but he's going to take us. So, no, I can't reach it where he is with the angle. Well, sorry, I'll let you, Dave. Would he be able to get around the door where he is? Technically, it's there, but it's an awkward angle.
Well, the door's open. You can move through your ally spaces, as long as you don't finish in the doorway or finish in a place occupied by them. So yes, you can move through.
Yeah. No, it was less moving through, more kind of
No, you can't
poking at it above.
No,
Yeah. No, that's all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on here. Oh, lovely. Here's another one. And another one. Grant.
The party.
And yeah, party in here.
The party
And,
rigged
as I
up.
said, I know what the answer's going to be, but he's going to take his slash with his glaive.
Okay.
Which, where did that? Oh, hang on.
Just rolled 9 slashing damage. I love
I mean,
your
I-
enthusiasm.
Shane, look, I love the confidence, but please.
The optimist. 26.
26 to hit is a hit
But
with
it's
your
non-magical.
glaive for 5 slashing.
Or 5 slashing.
Okay, let me just see. If this has any resistances. Yes, it is resistant to it. It's not immune to it, so it will take half of that damage as your glaive just swipes through. 1 second now, so that'll be rounded down to, what is it? 5 down to 4 down to 2. Okay, cool. So yeah, as your glaive just swipes through this thing, you can see a rip appear there in the sheet, or this collection and amalgamation of sheets, and you almost see these tiny flesh-like fingers just appear from the inside and just pull it closed.
Yeah.
And anything else you'd like to do?
Well, absolutely, always. Now, I suppose, he was kind of expecting this a little bit, considering he's had to discard the glaive a couple of times now at this rate in this dungeon. Can he take his extra attack with his short sword?
Not
Or
if
would
he's
you
wielded
consider
a
the extra
two-handed
attack?
weapon, which is the glaive.
Yeah, fair enough. But
You
then
can
he's-
drop the glaive.
He's gonna. But
Drop
then I'd
the
lose
glaive,
extra
free
attack.
action draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really use draw, rules,
Yeah.
so I would say that you can drop the glaive and just
Yeah.
swing with your short sword.
Yeah, it's
Grand,
free action
cool.
anyway, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that. So he's essentially gonna have a swipe, kind of follow through, just kind of let go of the glaive, behind him, draw the short sword, and keep the spin going and swipe across.
Nice. Okay, roll to hit.
With the short sword.
True Kane says this creature casts Mothering Mom and asks you if your code is warm enough. That is a 25 plus 1 is 26 to hit. Yeah, for 5
Yeah.
piercing, and this. Oh shit! I moved it. Sorry. And it feels every single bit of this as a short sword pierces through, and it hits something meaty or something very, very firm, and it doesn't feel like it's pierced flesh. So do with that information what you will.
Yep.
What would you like to do now?
That's all he's going to do at this moment in time. I want to see if I can move further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's gonna, with his short sword in hand, hop up on the broken.
Well, he's pulling a Gimli.
yeah.
He's pulling a Gimli.
Yeah, pulling a Gimli.
Nice.
With a short sword.
Okay, that's it for you.
That's it for me.
But wait, since no one
okay,
said it
cool.
earlier, I saw the golems, the Death Shroud golems open for Slayer and whatever. I messed it up. Never mind.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Yeah.
It works better in chat. That's why I always put it in chat. Okay, moving on. That's it for Jaden. This next Death Shroud Golem is here and it moves along. Let's see what their movement is. Okay, it's speed is 10, but it begins to hover, and it drifts through the air, moves to here. Yeah, actually, it's going to move to here, and it's going to attack Jaden. So here we go. It's going to go. Yeah, it's going to go to another smothering slam. That's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Does hit. Okay. The damage, you're going to take 8 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. To escape, it's a DC 15, athletics or acrobatics. Till its grapple ends, the target is restrained, blinded, and unable to breathe, and the golem can automatically hit with the target with its smothering slam, but can't use its smothering slam on another target. So
Auto grappled, is it? Or is it?
Yeah, it's auto grappled. Yeah, but you can use your action next turn to try and escape it. The DC 15. You're also restrained though as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 cases, Gimli, a man after midnight. Moving on, it's Lamud. What have you got for me, my friend?
Yeah, so Lamud is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to there.
Yep.
And is then going to cast Wild Shape.
Okay, so
And
what are you going to wild shape into?
So again, like a couple of sessions back, Lamud's skin almost begins to look like it's scaling over as plates begin to form out of his skin, and he wild shapes into a giant scorpion.
Okay, nice.
And then we will do a couple of attacks. So we will start off with the one directly to my west with a claw attack. All of these attacks... no, to the west.
Sorry, yes, our west. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So that's a 24 to hit for 9 bludgeoning.
24 to hit, that's twice its armor class. Their AC is 12. So,
All right.
Very easy enough to hit. Okay, 9 bludgeoning damage. That is... Okay, cool. I'm going to take off that.
Then I just want to double check how much movement I've got left. I went 5, 10, 15. I'm going to drag him 5 feet with me.
Okay.
And then the one to the east, I'm going to attack with another claw.
Sure.
15 to hit for 13 damage.
That is going to... Just checking if they got it. They don't. So, okay, this one here.
Yep.
15 to hit for 13 damage. And all your attacks are magical.
All of them are magical, yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, your claw tears through this thing, and again, you see in the rip, you see these tiny, mottled and blackened, fleshy-looking hands just appear and seem to just run this needle and thread right through it at a terrifying pace, and it just stitches it back up.
All right, so now I've got both of them grappled.
Yeah.
And then I've got... So that was 20 feet of movement. I've got 20 feet left, so I can drag them 10 more feet that way.
Okay.
And then the
so
first
hold on.
one,
So this one here is dragged with you, yeah?
it's dragged with me because it's grappled by me. Yes.
And this one is going to drag you here. So you're dragging that one there, are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to make a bit of room for the party. And
Okay,
then
cool.
final attack, I'm going to sting the one to the north.
Okay, roll to hit.
No, 10 is not going to hit.
Okay, no, it's not. Its AC is 12. Okay.
And that is my turn.
That was a hell of a turn, though. Scales, you're up.
Okay, so Scales
Right
is
at the
going
back.
to go 5, 10,
First there.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, Fluffy Cookie, thank you for the 100 bits.
You
for the chair.
first.
You can give 1d4 healing to any
35.
character.
40. Okay, so, and then
Okay, cool, yeah.
Scales is going to attack with the longsword. Slashy,
Okay,
slashy.
roll to hit. You have advantage, I do believe, because it's grapple. Is that correct?
Well,
Oh, shit, that's a nat 20. You don't need it.
doesn't need the advantage on that
shit.
one.
Okay, can I get a 1d100 roll, please, for your... we use, anyone who's not familiar, we use critical hit tables here. Let me try and see where I put mine last.
Be good, be good, be
80
good.
something, holy shit.
89.
That should be good.
That's why I have that one written down.
Critical melee, okay, cool. 80... What is it? 89.
89.
Okay, nice. You strike with great force. Roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond your normal critical roll. So you're wielding a longsword that is two-handed. So it's an extra 1d10.
An extra 1d10. There we go. So 7 plus 12 is 19 plus 4 is 23 damage that time.
23 points of damage. And I do believe Fluffy Cookie has given me the 1d4. So I'm going to roll a 1d4 and add it back onto that creature's hit points. Thank you, Fluffy Cookie. That's an extra 1. It might make the difference. You never know.
No.
Okay, moving on. Yeah, again, it's massive
And,
rip and tear. You can see the weird mottled and undead looking hands that appear to stitch this back up. They're not doing as good a job as they were earlier. So yeah.
And
you seem to have hurt it.
as I have done that one attack as I ran up, I will enter my rage.
Okay.
And then I will do my extra attack.
Okay, so as you enter your rage, your ancestral guardians, they appear.
do.
And you can see they all seem to be wearing green hats. And they're walking down this long street in some sort of parade, and with lots of dancers and jugglers and things walking behind them. And then all of a sudden they see their dragonborn descendant in battle, and they just tear off the green hats and things, and they run and join you in battle, and that scene behind them fades.
More crack than a parade, anyways. No.
And that is another nat 20.
Oh,
No.
Holy shit. Okay, wow. Roll, so that's what, 7, a 6, a 13, and 2 is 15, plus a 30, so 15 points of damage against this one. Holy fucking shit, lads, you guys are really killing it here. Plus the, okay, what was your 30? You were able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and attempt to harass them. After your attack, you can choose to attempt to grapple your opponent if you have a free hand, and attempt to shove your opponent if both hands are in use. Free hand is the trick there.
So I'm attacking with a two-handed weapon.
Fluffy Cookie, just drop us another 100. Who would you like to give a 1d4 healing to? Healing for Scales. Thanks very much, Fluffy Cookie.
I think Scales is full.
So, yeah, Scales is at full health. The only one that isn't full
Yeah.
is Ren and Jaden.
And the mud, isn't it?
And unfortunately, we
the
can't
mud.
hang on to them. So it has to be someone that is has to.
So
Everybody's
in terms
favorite warlock.
of
Oh yeah, Rixian will take it as well. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
Scales. Go on. What
So
what
I
have you
have
got
been wielding a two-handed weapon, so
Yeah.
I can't grapple them, but
No,
I
you
can
can't.
shove them. I can shove them into the mud.
Well, they're currently grappled by Lamud, so.
Oh well, I don't think we can really do anything there. So
Okay. Cool. Is that it for you, Scales?
that is it for Scales.
Moving on, Ren. What have you got?
Cool. So, I still have half movement, so I can go 5, 15. Yeah, I can get to here,
Yep.
kind of. So, hobble past her. It seems like, sorry. Hand is, unwrapping the bandages that are, kind of iconic to his character at this stage, and just a flick of his fingers, and as a very inaccurately thrown fireball is going to rocket out
Fireball?
here. So, firebolt.
Oh,
Sorry.
Firebolt. Okay. Oh.
Jesus, fireball, I wouldn't say inaccurate.
Drew Kane says Ren cast Nap.
For 14.
14 is a hit. Yeah, that's all you need. 15
Well,
points of fire damage against which one?
Not the one with Jaden in it, because that would be a bad idea. This one here. So, the one beside Scales. Scales has been crossing.
Oh, it's not. Okay, cool. Sorry, which one? This one
The
here?
one with the one Scales is hitting.
Okay, cool. No worries. All right, cool. 15 points of damage.
Mission
Yeah, as your firebolt appears in your hand.
Jaden gets the D4 healing.
Okay,
and
cool. And again, Ren, as you felt so many times before, as this firebolt operates in your hand, the pain, searing pain of the fire in your palm is just intense as you release it. You're learning to hold on to it now, and you're learning to sort of withstand that pain. But any wizard that conjures a bolt of fire in their hand will tell you that it's fucking sore. And it shoots towards this thing, and it lights up for a second. You can see the flames don't quite catch. It does take the full amount of damage, though.
Cool. Question for you though, Dave.
Mhm.
It's in favour that way. It's technically been 4 years since I've cast Firebolt. Or my calluses from doing that gone. So it probably
Oh,
hurts
they would be,
extra.
yeah.
Yeah. And Ren's like,
Absolutely. Yeah, it hurts like a motherfucker.
yeah. And then that's me. That
Hey, oh look, we've got training coming. Thanks very much, guys. I might as well throw in a 100 bits there for you.
Sorry, Dave. Lamut
Yeah.
got another inspiration there, so I'm going to pass it on to Jaden.
Okay,
Jaden
thank you very
already
much.
has
From I had one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
Jaden, you
that's
pass it on
first.
to someone else.
Lovely. Okay, excellent.
Don't worry, Jaden, I have one.
Scales.
I have one.
Another soap, but didn't give the inspiration.
Let's see who's next. Who doesn't have inspiration?
I don't.
Have you got one?
I do, yeah. I got one from Kate right at the beginning.
All right, Carrick, you can have it.
I need it the most, to be fair. I'm at this
You have
on
it. You
everything.
have it. Yeah.
You're just teasing,
Okay,
Carrick.
moving
Very
on.
fun, I don't care.
Moving on. Okay, is that it for Ren?
Yeah, that I stepped back behind Ericsson with the last 5 feet moving the halves and still halved. I'm just like,
So what did you do? 5, 10, 15?
I went 5, 10, and then I went back.
Okay, Grant, that's fine. Yeah, moving on. Mazzella, what have you got?
Hide behind the
Okay.
other time.
Run up behind Ren. I'm assuming I can see this creature here through the doorway.
An anonymous
So-
gifter is gifting one tier 1 sub to join Penny Dragons community. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Has that been gifted, or am I just?
Yeah, it's an anonymous gift, so somebody in chat grew it out, putting their own name into it, gave it.
Okay, cool, and that's new. So you can pick someone to get a point of inspiration. Then, moving on. Sorry for the back and forth there, Mazzello.
No problem. So I'm just going to run over to there and put my hand over Ren's shoulder because I think I'm a little bit taller than Ren.
Yeah.
And just be like, don't move. And I'm going to fire out a sacred flame at this one here. So I need a dex save of 14.
A dex save. Okay, let's see what they've got.
Jaden's in there? Oh, okay.
That's an 18.
Is it save or suck? I think it is.
It
yeah.
is.
Save
Yeah,
or
DC
suck,
14.
save or
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, Erixium. I thought
Um,
we have we not done you? No, we haven't. Okay, cool.
At the very start.
Yeah.
You have been mentioning these tiny little fingers that appear to be knitting the creature back together.
Yeah.
Is that something that everyone would have seen, or does that chat?
Everyone can see that. Yeah, it's like very very labyrinth-esque kind of little noises you can hear from.
Right. Well, in that case,
I'm just imagining
Erixium
Jawas now.
is going to make an assumption, and at initiative 22, the one that Scales is with, he is going to hold out his fist and clench it as it ices over, and a spectral fist chill touches the golem.
Oh, that is 15 to hit. That will do it. Yeah.
For 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, it is resistant to necrotic damage, so it's going to take half of that. As you see, it hits, but you're used to this having much more of an effect, and it just seems to sort of reflect off it almost. So that's the one that's beside Scales. That was 11 down to 10 down to 5.
Yeah. Which also cancels any healing for that creature for this until the start of my next turn.
Okay, be warned, chat. We can't heal this one. So anyway, okay.
And
Anything
then-
else you'd like to do?
Yes, then he will go 5, 10, 15. Paul Jaden's move, jumping up on the sarcophagus to go 20, and then his
Okay.
turn there.
Thanks for checking in with us, Reprobate Gamer, aka Tom. We'll see you soon. That's it for you.
That's it.
Okay, moving on. This Death Shroud Golem here is going to Okay, so if it's grappled, is it at disadvantage to attack?
No, it's
No.
speed is just 0.
Can a grappled creature grapple the grappler?
That
I mean,
is how you
yes.
grapple in a fight, so I would assume so.
You can
How much is
try.
grappled itself? Does it?
Okay, you can certainly try, says Jean. Let's do a smothering slam. That's
So
an
this will
11
count into
to
a
hit.
jujitsu fight between a scorpion and a shroud. Nice.
Hold on, Carrick. That's an 11 to hit.
Even with advantage, it would have been a miss.
Okay, there's no point in dropping a bless. Just make sure I don't have 2 attacks, so I'm not doing myself out of it. No. Okay. All right. Derek, what has he got?
Yeah, Derek is going to step into about there.
Yeah.
And he is just going to hit this closest one to him with a sacred flame.
Okay. So it's a D. What's his DC there?
Popping it in there now.
It's an 8.
It fails. Takes 14
Okay.
point radiant.
Which one? Give me a ping there. That one there. 14
That
points
one,
of
yeah.
radiant. Oof. Okay, minus 14. And just check. It's not resistant to radiant. It is not resistant to radiant. Okay. As this sacred flame just settles upon this weird-looking construct, this death shroud golem, you can just see it burned through this flesh-like funereal shroud. It seems to be sort of draped over some sort of shape beneath it, but it's impossible to tell what lies beneath. Okay. Anything else?
No, that is it.
Okay, this one here is going to is this the one that has Jaden? No, this is the one that has Jaden.
No.
Okay, so this one is it's gonna have a go at the scorpion, I suppose, with a smothering slam.
Jesus,
25 to hit.
Does it have reach?
Oh, wow, like you're holding.
Oh no, sorry, no. I thought it was the other one. Never mind.
No, it's this one here.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but a 20,
sorry.
25 does it.
Yeah, it's this one here. So it's yeah. So we're gonna go with the damage for this, and as it hits you with the smothering slam, you're gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. So until this grapple ends, so it literally just envelops you. You are restrained, blinded, and unable to breathe. The golem can automatically hit the target with a smothering slam, but can't use its smothering slam on another target. Okay.
Cool.
So let's go. Jaden, you're up. Would you like to use your action to break the grapple? Grapple? Or
I would like to use my action to break the grapple.
okay.
Athletics.
As
Check, you said, didn't it? DC.
Yeah, DC 15, or you can use acrobatics if you're better at it. Drew Kane in the chat said grapple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. 19 is going to do it, yes. You managed to just tear this thing off you, and the stink of must and death and decay, not from the creature, but from possibly what it previously enveloped, it turns your stomach, and it's just this thick leathery like thing as it was wrapped around you, but you managed to extricate yourself from it.
Yep.
Anything, have you bonus action you can use, or does that
Nope.
require? Yeah, it requires you to do that thing. Okay, this one here is going to try and re-envelop you with a smothering slam. That is a 19 to hit.
19 late.
Okay, and you are re-grappled, my friend, with 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're grappled again.
Cool.
Lamud.
Alrighty, so I'm just gonna rinse and repeat. The one to the north first, claw attack.
Yeah.
14 to hit for 10
14.
bludgeoning.
Against which one?
The one to the north.
This one here. 14
Yep.
for 10 bludgeoning.
That's it.
Okay, how does this thing meet its end?
So Scorpion Limber's just gonna, as this thing envelops him, you just see the claw come out through the center of this piece of, for lack of a better word, fabric, and he just snips himself out of it.
It's like a scissors through a dress.
You a luggage.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Anything else? You have 2 more attacks, don't you?
Yeah, I've got 2 more attacks. So
Okay, cool.
another claw at.
Oh my God! What is with these nat 20s?
Nice.
Well, aren't you
Should've been
lucky
doing
that we
shots on
didn't
the
say we
20s.
drink shots of whiskey for nat 20s instead of nat
I
ones?
would
see,
be.
If we
Done.
get
On the
that
floor,
20s, you
it's
should drink, Dave.
No, if you want this game to go past the fucking break, I will not be doing that. 57. Let me just get my my crit table up here. You attempt to disarm your opponent. Unfortunately, its weapons are attached to it, so
I'm fine with it. So that's
Physically,
13 points of damage. And
13 points of damage against the one below you.
Yeah, the one
Initiative
below me.
4.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to throw a stinger at that one as well.
Okay, roll to hit.
Come on, roll. That is a 20 to
20
hit
is gonna hit.
for 12 piercing damage. And is it immune or?
It is certainly immune to
Poison?
poison. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so.
it's a construct. So is that it for you?
That is it for me, yes.
Scales, what have you got, my friend?
Scaled is going to advance on. No, wait, that's Torch. Give me 1 second. It goes. Oh, come on. There we go. Scale's going to move that way to attack this one with the long sword. I do believe, though, I have it at advantage because of flanking.
Where are you? This one?
Yes.
No, it would be Jaden or Rixium that would get the advantage there because of flanking. If you had someone directly opposite you here, so I'm afraid that is a nat one. I'm gonna need a shot of whiskey from you.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I have to tell chat. My cat previously knocked over the shot I had ready
Oh no!
and has now licked that shot off themselves.
Oh,
So
God.
Jormungandr is possibly
Hammered.
overdosing on alcohol over
No,
there. but
okay,
here we
okay,
go.
okay.
Maybe,
That
maybe
clean up
Here we
say
go.
the cat took the shot for
Let's
you.
go. Let's go.
Oh, here we
So,
go.
Chad, if you joined us late, because it's St. Patrick's Day, we've decided that if you roll that one, you do a shot of Irish whiskey. And here comes.
Boom. And this is
phone it.
Jameson Black Barrel, a
Exactly.
very fine whiskey. Here we
I have
go.
ready to go.
Not sponsored yet.
No.
Yeah.
There
How do you know?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay. Drew Kane says, lick it. Mr. Oberger says, lick it.
There we go. Done.
Lovely. Okay.
Um,
Anything else? Have you a second attack? You do.
I do have a second attack. Just give me 1 second. Ooh,
Roll.
okay. And on the backswing with the long sword.
Yeah.
Come on. Also an 11.
Bless.
Yeah, go for it.
I do have a.
Dave, you're muted.
bless.
You have one.
Sorry about that. Yeah, if you have a bless, then that
There
will
you
hit
go.
it.
That would make it
Add your
13
bless, your
to
chat
hit.
bless, and you're ready to go.
Okay, so that makes it a hit with 7 damage.
And that's this one here. Okay. Yeah, your longsword tears through it, and again you see this massive rip, and it's almost like you can give us a D100 for the nat 1 as well. Actually, yeah, thanks whoever posted that into the chat. It will so keep you anonymous. I'm sure they can all see. They can all see. This longsword slash, and it's almost like there's a darkness inside until those little hands come out and knit it up. 16. If you're a critical
16.
full table, that is you get tangled with your enemy and fall over. Melee, you are knocked prone and your movement is reduced to 0. Your target must succeed in a DC 10 Dex check, or they're also knocked prone. Okay.
What's like
Sexy
failing into
misunderstanding with the
What?
Bone Shard Wraith. Sorry, with the Death Shroud Golem. Here's a Dex check, DC 10. Yeah, it's fine, but you are now prone, Scales. Let me give you a little
Prone.
little
Okay.
snail icon there for you. Okay, is that it for you? I think it is, isn't it?
That is it for me.
Ren, what have you got?
Well, is Jaden still grappled or is he out?
He's re-grappled.
Mhm.
Oh fuck.
Grappling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk throwing fire at the one that has Jaden enveloped.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna move over to here 'cause as far as I can go. I think it's just goddamn exhaustion. And the one on the other side of Lamud is getting blasted. I know Lamud
Okay.
is also grappled, but he's in scorpion form, and we know he tends to be fine. So
All right. He doesn't give a fuck about you, buddy. Okay, cool.
No, I
Lamud,
do, it's
he
just-
doesn't give a fuck about you.
I don't care
Um,
about the scorpion. That's annoying.
Bless.
It was disadvantage. No,
Inspiration.
disadvantage and everything. It's a. Oh, I have an inspiration. Yeah,
Bless.
I'll save the inspiration. The blast won't save. Make it because it's a DC 14. isn't it?
AC 19 or 12.
AC 12.
Okay,
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, God, use a blast.
Fucking 19.
We'd be here till fucking
God,
Christmas if it was AC 9. That's a 2, so that's an 11. That is a miss. Your fireball just it impacts, but it just doesn't seem to have any effect whatsoever. Is that it for you, Ren?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Moving on, Mazelu.
Right, okay. I'm kind of sick of this with these stupid things now anyway. Because they seem to be easy enough. I'm going to run up, and like the others, I'm going to jump up onto the thing and get into the mix of it. So run past
I
scales.
should be asking for acrobatic checks here, but I'm not. But
Yes,
yeah,
I
go
can
for it.
do.
No,
I'm happy to
nobody
fall on
else
my
had to
face.
do it, so it's fine. Go for it there.
So I'm going to get into that position, and I am going to. So as I stamp my foot onto the top of the sarcophagus, everyone, not everyone around me, but the bad guys around me, need to give me a DC 14 con, please.
Why?
Because I'm doing Word of Radiance, and Word of Radiance.
Oh, word of it.
is,
So yeah, see it there. Sorry, yeah.
You
Utter
utter
a divine word. Yeah, go for it.
and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a con save or take 1d6 radiant damage.
2d6 for your level, my friend.
Indeed.
Nice. Okay, so this one here is going for a con save. +4 on this. That's a 17. That is
saves.
yeah, that's a save. And then this one here will go for a con save as well. The one to the south. Con save. That's a 15. That is the death beats the DC.
God damn.
Okay, unfortunately, you utter this word and everyone kind of looks around and is like, what's going to happen?
I just made the room brighter. It's fine.
Yeah.
Carry on.
now you can see. Okay, moving on. Eryxium.
Yes. Eryxium seeing Jaden break free and then be re-enveloped, scales come over and then fall. So he has advantage because of Jaden's envelopment, correct?
Who has advantage? Eryxium?
Eryxium.
No,
For flanking because Jaden's enveloped and he's facing Jaden.
yes, he would. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But any damage that you inflict on it is probably going to transfer to Jaden as well. It would be pretty obvious that he's enveloped. You know, if you hit it hard enough, this lad is gonna it's gonna hurt.
I see that smile.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't like it anyways. Eryxium. You may as well.
Yeah.
Blame the shroud. This is your chance.
You've got an excuse now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
From inside this creature that enveloped your friend, you're
It's okay. Just do it.
Yeah,
you have his blessing, I believe.
So with the platinum longsword, he will strike with advantage into
This is your
the
packed weapon, is it?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Aiden's favourite toy.
27. Oh, 27. And yeah, the packed weapon is going to hit Jaden for the first time. That's a 27. That hits for 12 slashing. What's the 10?
12 it's if it's two-handed, it's single-handed.
Okay,
So
so
it's
that's
12 points of slashing damage.
So it's going to take
Magical.
half of that, and it's going to take 6. Sorry, no, it's going to take 12, and Jaden will take 6. As you feel this
Ow.
yeah, and it burns, and for a split second, you get a flash of that place again, very quickly, and then it's gone. But you feel it slash across your back, as you just for a split second, that vision of Eryxium's dark deeds once again return to haunt you.
I'll help you, new best friend.
Okay, moving on. If that's it for Eryxium.
That's it.
Okay, it's Death Shroud Golem here. I do believe it has you grappled, doesn't it? John, none of you managed to snip your way out. All I can do is do another smothering slam. Just release these. I just realized these things have magic resistance. 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and what's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Okay, we're not going to use a bless. That's all I can do. Derek is up.
Derek's gonna keep sticking to what's working. Let's try and get Jaden out of that other one. So we will just go with another Sacred Flame.
All right. It's a DC 15 deck save. Okay, cool. Coming at you. I think it has a +2 on these.
Yep.
Yep, +2. That's a nat 20 and a nat 1, but I take the nat 20 so I don't have to do a shot of wisdom. Okay, that's the most important thing. Lovely stuff. Yeah, manages to resist that Sacred Flame.
Yeah, Derek's gonna move up as well then.
Okay, this Death Shroud Golem is gone, so we'll just move it from the turn order. Jaden, you're up.
Yeah, he's going to be struggling with that blanket and try to get out again. Athletics check. 15.
God damn it. Has an ability that it can use when you're enveloped, and I'm just itching to use it, but everyone has managed to get out of it each time. Okay, so you've managed to free yourself up. Yep. This one here, it's going to go for you again, and it's going to try and envelop you once more with a smothering slam.
Trying to guess.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 will hit, yeah.
Yeah, here comes another...
Grappled again.
Another 11 points of bludgeoning damage to this thing.
If it makes you feel better, I'm saving haste for you.
Say again, Shane?
I was just going to say, like, trying to put a blanket up on a washing line on a windy day.
Trying to get the duvet, the duvet cover on. Yeah, pretty much. So, just this thick... This almost like leather-like thing just descends upon you again and just begins to constrict. That's it. That's all it can do. Lamud, you're up.
Yeah.
It's keeping you out of the fight, though, which is good.
All right, so let's see if we can get rid of one more of these guys. First claw attack.
No.
13 to hit is a hit.
13 bludgeoning.
Yeah. Magical bludgeoning. Okay, yes, you whack it with the claw.
And another one. No. Well, I don't have any blessings.
9, you don't have any blessings. That's a miss, my friend. Next one.
Stinger. No.
24
yes,
sting,
24
to hit,
for 7.
7 piercing. Okay, yeah. Claw. One swings and hits. The other one misses. It just seems to dodge aside, and the sting, whoosh, that piercing just seems to hurt it, and you can hear from deep inside. That's all you can do, I think, isn't it?
Well, and then movement 5, 10, 15, 20 will get me there. I'm dragging it with me all the way.
Okay. You can feel it struggle against it, this grapple, but it's more inclined to keep fighting. Scales, what have you got?
Scales is going to attack this one.
Mm-hmm.
You're prone, by the way, so if you want to stand up.
Yeah.
Scales is going to have to stand
up. You can use half your movement to stand up.
There we go. Half my movement. But I'm not going to move because that's okay. So, stand up, and then I'm going to recklessly attack.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then long sword for advantage.
You only rolled the one there.
You can roll again if you want.
Well, give me 1 second. There we go.
Not 20. Oh.
Okay, that's a 20 to hit for 14 points of slashing damage. Yeah, that does it. Well, it doesn't do it, but it hurts it again. Slash across it, and again, this thing is not quick. Whatever's inside are not quick enough to kind of zip it up or kind of stitch it up, and you can see a kind of a large wound is still open there. Any reason you rolled a third attack? Do you have a
second attack?
Oh, sorry, yes, 26.
26.
You can roll again with advantage.
10. No, that's it. That's with advantage.
Oh, it is.
Oh, sorry, yes, I see that now. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, 26 for another 10 points of damage. Lovely. And as this thing begins to stitch up the this massive wound, you can just hit it again, the same thing, and you're from inside. That's it for Scales.
And that is it for Scales.
Okay, lovely. Ren, you're up. What have you got?
Cool. So I'm gonna go 5 and 15 because slow, and then I'm going to here. I'm going to hit this one here.
I'm going to turn off your aura if that's all right, because I think you're not concentrating on that anymore.
Yeah, I haven't been hit.
Oh, are you?
We're still 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, cool. All right.
Yep. So firebolt. 4 and 11.
11 is a miss, I'm afraid. One.
I don't.
No. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
No, Mazzetto.
Okay, none of this has been working for me so far, proving again that Derek is the better cleric out of the two of us. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to try a Radiant... Sacred Flame. There we go. So 14 again.
14 is a hit for 7. No, sorry, DC 14. Let me
Yeah.
just roll a Dex check
Dex.
+2. Not 20, that
No.
saves it. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
I'm
At least
starting
you're
to
right, at
feel
least-
like Andy. Leave me alone. This is
At least-
unfair.
At least you baited out in that 20 though. That could have been on an attack.
Yeah, that's fair. That's... do I want to move a bit more? Yeah, I do. I want to come around to there.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Erixium, what have you got? Oh,
So-
Lamont got a bless from Solo.
Thanks, Solo.
So out of curiosity, Jaden's in. He's enveloped currently. He broke it and then
Yes,
he's back
yes.
in.
Yeah.
So every time.
Oh, sorry.
Orixium
Yeah,
hit-
Shane should have taken damage from Scales' attacks.
Yeah.
My
How
bad.
much was
Yeah,
it?
thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's 10 plus 14. 24 down to 12.
Ooh, Jaden down to fairly low here at the moment.
Is Steven trying to kill Shane's character?
No, that was Scales.
Oh, that was
No,
Scales.
but just a reminder of, oh yeah, don't forget he gets damage.
Oh no, like whatever. Like he hadn't been hit. This
No,
shroud
no.
hadn't been hit until Erixium hit it. So the first one he heard, and now Scales comes,
Yeah.
So
Now you know what they did.
Erixium already on thin ice with new best friend
Ooh.
is gonna reach his hand out or turn the sword to initiative 4 shroud and fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts. instead.
Okay, roll to hit.
Chicken.
Oh shit, that's a challenge.
Do it.
Alright. I know somebody that's getting smoked next round.
Does anybody have some Febreze? That might save us.
Get the
Ooh.
fuck out of here with these not 20s, man. Holy shit.
So the first one misses, but the second one does 11 points of force.
Oh, okay. And it's gonna feel every single bit of that.
69.
bang.
Nice.
Nice.
And then a 96 on the crit.
96 in the crit. Holy shit. Okay. Let me pull up my ranged spell attack.
Oh man, I should. Oh no, what am I in the
Spell
first
attack
round?
critical hit table. What did you roll?
96.
Your spell strikes with debilitating force. Roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond. And the target suffers a permanent injury, which is a matter with constructs. So
Four.
another
Extra 4
4.
points of damage.
Okay,
Doesn't be
lovely.
three, That's nice.
Okay, nice. So that
Oh,
was what,
96 is
11,
giving me Vietnam flashbacks.
11,
Buck up my ear off.
15. Okay, cool. Yeah, this hits it and it hurts. Just slams into the side of his head, and you hear a loud crack as whatever is enveloping its head. You can see its head is now kind of sort of at this weird sort of horizontal angle now. Still seems to be moving around. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that'll end his turn.
Okay, this one is going to go for this one here that Lamud is grappling. Is going to do another smothering slam. 15 to hit.
Nope.
What's your AC?
18. You can make it with a
I'm going to
3
throw
or
a
a 4.
bless. Shit, fuck bollocks. Okay, it misses.
And Linda in
And
three.
I lost
Ironically,
the
Linda
bless.
was just
Linda,
on
I
me.
just used the bless. But I have to wait until I'm within 4 of the AC. But I'm down to 1. I'm down to 2 blesses now. But thank you, Linda. That's all I can do. Derek, what have you got?
3.
Kate says Jaden's feeling kind of sheety.
Hey,
Well done, Kate.
nice.
Holy shit, dude.
Now roll.
Derek is going to, because he doesn't want to hit Jaden in the face with a hammer. He's just
Oh.
going to do Sacred Flame again at the one.
Which one?
Closest
This one here? Oh, this one here. That's enveloping him.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be DC 15 deck save. Let's hope for Jaden that he makes this. 9. So you're gonna.
Does
He's gonna take
not.
10 radiant damage. I'm gonna say that you're gonna take. Give me 1 second there, Jaden. I'll knock down this. 10 radiant damage. Yeah, as this Sacred Flame descends on it, I'm gonna say that you have total cover from this. You'll take a quarter of the damage, which will be down to 2. Okay. Because it's, and I would do the same if there were an area of effect spell there. But if it's physical attack, you're gonna take the full half of it. Okay, Derek, is that it?
Yep, that is it.
Okay, Jaden, you're up.
Let's see if I can get out of this.
Okay,
Run away this
DC
time.
15. 20 and a 26. Yeah, you managed to. And everyone sees Jaden covered in slashes and bruises, and his eye is puffed out, a lip is split open, there's blood pouring down his chin. He manages to pull his way out of it, like almost like Ace Ventura coming out of the back of the rhino. And he's just like, oh my god! You can see he is fucked, absolutely.
And
Thanks,
kind of
Linda, for the bless.
as it's all billowing, he just makes eye contact with Eryxium over the sheets and stands his ground.
Jeez.
Awesome. Okay.
He's going to have an attack of opportunity against me anyway, so
Yeah,
may as well stand.
Are you moving away from it?
Nope.
Okay, cool. It sees you there. It's gonna go for you. It's gonna go again. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's an 11. 11 misses.
11 misses.
Okay, lovely stuff. That's all I can do.
And then I riposte
Okay, lovely.
Fuck you, sheet.
with my
I'm gonna expend a superiority die to make a melee weapon attack
superiority
against the
die.
creature. Here we go. Here we go now. With your short sword. 15 plus 1 is
16.
16 to hit is a hit for 8 piercing. As you manage to pull yourself out, and it's like you're in absolute ribbons. You swing and pierce this thing straight to the core with your short sword, and it hurts.
Yep.
Moving on, Lamud.
All right, as you said, Dave, wash, rinse, and repeat.
Okay, lovely.
Let's hit that one with a 21
Okay, 21's gonna hit.
for 9 bludgeoning. Yep.
9. Yep.
Did you skip the sheet? Oh, sorry. No, you were post.
No,
sorry.
you attacked with a riposte in your reaction.
Yeah.
That's cool. Look, thanks for checking up.
He's
Lamud.
turns.
Sorry, yeah. So that is a 21 for 9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning, yep.
Against this one, that hits. And that hurts.
And then I'm going to move the 5 feet up to get to that one there because Jaden
So look, this one grappled. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Jaden keeps getting slammed in the face by this thing, so I'm going to try and grab that one as well. Yeah, 25 for 8 bludgeoning,
That hits.
and then I can drag them both 5, 10, 15 feet.
Okay, so sorry, hold on, no. You're there. So this one will be down here, and this one will be here. Hello, Morbid Bank. Thanks for coming in and saying hello.
And then a stinger at the one at the bottom.
Okay.
So 16 for 12.
Another 12 points of damage again. Yeah, whack. What a round. As you're walking around with these two things like stuck in your stuck in your massive claws. I was like bang bang. And the tail just doing this horrific piercing damage. Is that it for you?
That is it for me.
Hell of a round. Scales, what have you got? You can see
Scales is
beside you, Jane,
going to
absolutely
go.
fucked.
5, 10, 15, and then Scales is going to recklessly attack.
Be flanking. So you like.
Do I have
Yeah.
flanking? I don't know. Do I have flanking?
Where are you?
If I go here, wait. Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
torch.
you might, yeah.
Come on, Menti. If I go there, do I have flanking?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not recklessly attacking.
Robert Banks says, I'm new to the world of D&D, TTRPG, and in my 30s and never played, but binging on content. Well, you're welcome along, and I hope you learn a little bit from watching us. So that's a 22 to hit with the longsword, magical. 13 plus 2 is 15 points of damage as your rage damage kicks in. Yeah, you do take a massive slash out of this thing. You can see beneath it nothing but roiling and broiling darkness.
And then a follow-up on the back swing with another
that was
long
a-
sword attack for
Yeah.
25 to hit for
25.
another 8 damage.
Another 8 points of damage. Excellent stuff. And the long sword just pierces through, and you can see a massive gash now, and just this roiling, boiling darkness again, like I described earlier. But they had these little weak little fingers trying to peer out and knit it up, and they're having a hard time doing this now. Anything else, Scales?
That is it for Scales.
Okay, Ren, what have you got, my friend?
Well, I am going to do what I've been doing. Just keep hitting it with the firebolts because, yeah, it's
Okay.
not the one that was harassing Jaden.
This one here,
Yeah, that's 16.
16 to hit for 6 fire.
Yeah.
How does this one meet its end?
Open flames. It's a sheet. It just catches and then it's gone.
Okay, yeah, and you can see it writhes around in what some mockery of pain, and then it just begins to it just falls. This thick leather-like sheet of things that have been stitched and molded together just fall flat on the floor as if there were never anything beneath them.
Nice.
Was that it?
I was going to move.
Sorry, was that it?
No, I was moving to here just to
Okay,
keep
cool.
away
Sorry, yeah.
from-
Yep.
How torn up does this one look?
This one is very fucked.
Okay. Mazelu looking at Lamode goes, "You've got this, right? And I want to check this door to see if there's any traps on it."
Okay, you're going to use your action to invest. This is the first time I've ever seen anyone use their action combat to investigate, and I'm fucking here for it. Okay, roll
Because-
investigation.
Because there's a part of Mazelu that's just like, "Well, I've done fuck all." And Lamode has just come in here and absolute fuck shit up. I'm not taking this away from him, so I'm going to check the door while you
Hey.
guys carry on, all right?
Okay, Drew Kane says occupy fall sheet. Amazing. Okay, so roll investigate 16. There is indeed a trap in this door, and it seems to be centered on the door handle. It seems to be some sort of series of spikes that would shoot out if you tried to turn it. I would probably send about 4 or 5 spikes right through the palm of your hand. And
Okay.
some of your fingers, depending on how you held it.
I'll get that in a
But then-
minute, brother.
I've got enough room to step back then, and can I say just one more thing to Lamode and just say, use it to hit the door.
It's going to take an opportunity attack. Can it take opportunity
Yeah.
attacks? 18.
If
Yep.
grapple, it still can.
18 for 11 bludgeoning as it just swings out this leathery meaty fist. Boom! Cracks you along the side of the jaw. You feel a crack and just this warm liquid running down the inside of your ear. Is that it for
Am I
Mazzelli?
grappled?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
It's just hit you. So is that
So
it for
yeah,
you?
I just step
Yeah.
back and wait to see Lamode just destroy this thing.
Nice.
As I
Okay,
said,
moving along.
saw
Alexian.
Meaty fist open for 5-finger death punch.
Did you just read out your own comment in chat?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
I was
Okay.
typing it as I said it.
Yeah,
Okay,
someone's
um,
actually seeing 5-finger death puns.
Okay, moving on. Erixium.
Erixium will look at Jaden free, like a gazelle in the field, and once again flick the sword down this shroud golem for another 2 eldritch blasts.
Eldritch Blast.
I'll wave the golem around like a
18
flag.
for a hit for 7 force,
11
19
total.
for, so that's 11 total. How does this one meet its end, Erixium?
I think when the eldritch blast hit it, the sheet just goes inert and launches against the wall and falls.
It just slides down and it flops over on the other side and there's nothing beneath it. With that, I'm going to take you out of initiative order. I'm going to clear the turn order to take care of Future Dave, which I rarely ever do in real life. And let's get rid of the battle music. And
Future
get our,
Dave, fuck that guy.
yeah, fuck that Future Dave. He can deal with his own shit.
Been doing that for years.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, and I think with that combat at its finale, it's a good place to take our break. So thank you for sticking with us. We will move things on and see where this trap door takes them. See you in 5 minutes.
This is everyone.
Okay, thanks very much for sticking with us. Sorry, we were a little bit longer than normal. We had just a player with some Wi-Fi issues, but we're back, we're up, we're running, and let's move on to part 2 of the Sopherone Saga, episode 33. hExhausted is the name of the episode here. So, in the aftermath of this battle, these thick, leathery, like sheets are just laying on the floor, nothing beneath them. And, yeah, what'd you like to do?
I am going to just climb off/out of the crypt that I had Gimlied, and go up to the corner and slowly pick up my glaive.
Okay.
Less useful.
I think
there's a cryptocurrency joke in there somewhere, but I'm not able to get it.
I think Derek will give you a 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay, nice.
Very kind of him.
Oh, you're at
So that would be 15 plus 8 is 23.
23, nice. Okay, as you feel that healing energy wash and just begin to knit up your wounds, and your busted lip begins to sort of reform and stuff, and you do feel a lot better. But you have definitely still felt better than you do now.
Oh yeah, most of the healing is only healing the cosmetic stuff around the face.
Yeah.
While I still have detect magic up, Dave, can I just have all these busted open coffins just to see if there's anything like sticking out? No, I assume not.
There is magic emanating from here. There's magic emanating from here, and there's magic emanating from here.
Is this the transfiguration magic that I was sensing earlier?
No, that was from the golems.
Okay. And what type of magic's coming from these ones?
Enchantment.
Enchantments. Okay, this one's
Probably,
kind
of, I would imagine necrotic, but I could be wrong.
This one's kind of busted open, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll kind of just like peek inside. Do I see anything?
Penny Dragon Game says, does Jaden recognize the stab wounds? Does he know it was Eryxium?
Stop stirring shit, Christian.
Yeah, absolutely.
he would, because he knows where everybody was standing in all of that. That's why he made
And
that
every time Eryxium's packed weapon hit him, he got these like brief split-second glimpses of
what he saw before.
What he saw before, yeah. So.
I mean, every time. It was one time, guys.
Enough. One was enough. But yeah, no, I was. Do I see anything when I think like kind of
In there, you see a what looks like a silver and golden spear.
Yeah, I'll reach in.
Oh, look at Shane's eyebrows raised.
Pull it out.
Okay.
And
You're gonna pull it out?
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw if you touch. I'm only joking.
Yeah. I was like, this is just my luck. Another wisdom save. Yeah. I'll look at the spear. I'm getting enchanted magic vibes off it, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just toss it to Jaden and he'll be like, might work.
Okay.
One of these.
Right. You can see that this spear seems to be made of. Give me an investigation check just to see how well you examine this. Phonosaurus
Me
and
or Ren?
you, sorry, Shane, because you now
Yeah.
you're now holding it.
Why is there smoke floating around it?
15 is enough. You can see it's a meticulously wrought and expertly made spear, and it's all metal. There's no sort of wooden haft on it, and it's this the very core of it seems to be mithril, and wound around it are like silver and gold threads, and with a wickedly sharp point at the end, which seems to be made of mithril as well.
The spirit of annihilation.
Hey, nice. Yeah.
But,
Until you know what it does, I mean, you can certainly.
Yeah.
So Dave,
I mean,
seeing as
I will offer to take 10 minutes to identify it, but I don't know if people want to be sitting here for 10 minutes.
seeing as we are grave robbing, the scorpion is gonna kind of, as much as it can, pop its head into this open casket and see what's inside.
Okay, this one here, you can see 2 scrolls, and you can see a small bag.
I'll pick up the scrolls and put them aside there, and pick up the bag with the claw and hand it to Mazellus.
And Mazzello, you feel as he picks this bag up, it clinks, like a shopping bag with a bag of bottles of beer. I'm walking home on Paddy's Day.
Before I accept these, do I know these sarcophagi of people to do with the Platinum Dragon?
There seem to be none of the Platinum Dragon symbols.
Okay, that's right then.
On this whatsoever. There's no religious symbols. There are some busted plaques and stuff like that, but it's very hard to tell what's what.
Okay. So I'll take the bag then. I guess I'll take the bottles out to try and work out what they are.
Okay. You have what's it called? 2 potions of supreme healing. You recognize them straight away.
Okay.
And you have 1 potion of invisibility.
Why is Ren writing that down? He didn't see it.
I'm not that fair.
Yeah, you get the scrolls. I'm about to bring you the scrolls.
I'm just jotting my notes that I found a fancy spear, so I remember that we found a fancy spear. Yeah. If he brings over the scrolls, look, I'll just turn to everyone and be like, look, obviously, grave robbing, not a great thing to do, but we're kind of struggling
sarcophagus robbing, really, but anyway.
Yeah, we're kind of struggling here. Might need all the help we can get with what's going to go on down here, and then Ryan he won't say anything, he'll just gesture back behind them.
Okay.
If it's okay with you two, I'd like to check the other 2.
Right, well,
And
before...
if it makes you feel better about it, we can return them when we're finished. If it's something that can be returned.
Lamud doesn't care at this point. He's already checking
Ren
the other
personally doesn't
sarcophagus.
actually give a shit.
Well,
But,
would you
he knows there's religious people in the party.
Let's
What
do an
difference
old-
does it make?
perspective rewind here before Lamud gets over to this sarcophagus. Oryxium was the first in the room, and this sarcophagus was the only one to not spawn one of the creatures. So is there a name on this sarcophagus, as Oryxium would have been checking that while everyone was ransacking resting places of fallen heroes?
Just to say, I wasn't ransacking. Just to say.
Scales is looking at his tail, fucking
Yes,
swirling around.
It's like, yeah.
And let me pull out my quick notes here.
I don't like the word ransacking. I prefer the other R word.
Borrowing is what I would say.
No, repurposing.
No, that works too.
You're only saying that because you're wearing a cloak robbed from a grave.
I didn't take it. It was given to me.
If
I'm gonna private message Carrick here for 1 second.
Yep.
Upcycling.
Remembering Paddy does
Discord
say
app.
upcycling. I love it. I love
I
it.
like that.
Andy especially loves it. Not so much Scales.
I'm good. While Ren and Nat are having this conversation, I'm gonna throw the bag over my shoulder. I'm gonna head up towards Jaden and just say, "Do you need to feel any better?"
I could do this all day.
I'd like to help you go a bit longer than all day if it was needed.
Okay, guys. Wait till we get out of the dungeon for that.
Are you gonna reject my
Blue
offer?
pill or the red pill?
I think Jade's
okay.
mindset on it.
Yep. Sorry, go on.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was. I think Jade's mindset on it is he's getting more and more frustrated that he's not doing his best here. He's not yet. No, he's still.
Okay, cool. You can see that there is some sort of not religious emblem, but there is some sort of family crest on it, and it is the second name. Well, it could be the first name. It's hard for you to tell. It's Mithrasma.
Does he read it out loud when he does that?
Mithrasma.
Even with us?
Stephen, do you read that name out loud, or you're muted there?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
Do you read that name out loud? The name you see on top of the crypt there.
Well, no. While everyone was going about their business, he would have just looked down to himself to see if it was marked with a name.
Yeah, it is Mithrasma. You can't say your Mazda.
I'm gonna start drawing up this circle, the little magic circle.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
While we're down here, and
That'll
so
be 10
when they
minutes.
pop that open, yeah. So I'm just gonna get the circle ready so that everyone can pilot the items once
Great
it's finished.
stuff. Okay.
Scales is examining the tip of his tail.
Okay, it's very tail-like.
There's a ring of protection on it, I think, as well, isn't there?
There is a ring of protection on there, yeah.
Okay, moving on. Lamud.
So yeah,
You
unless
crack it open.
unless Erexium does anything to stop him, he's cracking it open. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'd say in the Erexium was kind of like maybe a minute and a half back before Lamont actually gets over, but he wouldn't have said it out loud like to announce it, but maybe as he read it subconsciously, he like whispered it, if that.
Okay, yeah,
makes sense.
no worries. Yeah, nothing happens. Nothing emerges from the sarcophagus to strangle you into the next life. So,
Would it be a name you recognized?
roll a history check. DC is high because it's not a local name. But if you give me a 22 or not 20 on a history, we'll talk.
It's not impossible.
Oh, that was so close.
it's-
Oh man.
Bless.
I have a bless. Yeah,
Bless.
I'm gonna bless it. I'm gonna bless it.
Okay.
There's your 22,
Fucker,
Dave.
Holy shit.
Happy Paddy's
Okay.
Day. Give me the Lord.
Okay, the Lord. Lord, so let me pull up the where are our handouts? They're in here. Handouts. Kingdom of Sopherone. And if I do that, I hope everyone can see it pop up now. Can you see that? Can everyone see that?
No.
Not yet.
let me
Did you
click
do
show
show
to
to
players.
players? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and then if I click that now, will that make it big for you guys?
No, we have to do that for ourselves.
Okay, cool, no worries. That's show the players. Cool. All right, so you can see over in the east there, up by Raven's Nook, they used to be ruled by
Interesting.
a Lord Mithrasma. And where this crypt looks very old, so it may not be related to anyone current, maybe a few hundred or maybe even close to 1,000 years old.
Which lines up with?
Very hard to tell.
Wait,
but,
actually,
probably
no.
not.
Scratch
Yep.
that. Erexium doesn't know any of those details. He hasn't been informed of those.
Yep. So
Yeah, you wouldn't know that's where Ren's from if that's where you're going.
No,
No,
I was gonna say
going
that's
something
the
else.
event.
yeah.
All right.
So the name is only in the back of his head that it was over Ravensburg.
Raven's Nook, yeah, somewhere
Raven's
near,
Nook, right.
near the Red Forest and Sprig Drift. Yeah. And what you remember as well would be Lord Mithrasma in from your history would have been heavily involved in the conquering of the elves and battling them and beating them into this kind of retreat where they now only they previously just stayed in their little northwestern corner of Sopherone, but you do know that like they occupied pretty much the whole west side of the Vertex Crux years ago, but with like human expansion sort of forced them back.
Right.
God damn it,
so
humans always driving off people.
I suppose knowing the knowledge that he was the one who kind of drove back or confined the elves, was he like a good ruler or like a vicious? Or what do you know?
With just meeting the DC, you would know that he didn't politely ask them to sort of vacate the land. He was fairly vicious. It was either by fire, by sword, or by whatever means necessary. He would have led he would have led this sort of expansion for the kingdom of Sopherone way back when.
All right. Well then, I'll assume it's roughly around this stage, after scratching the back of his brain,
Mhm.
recalling this knowledge, as Scorpio Mud comes over, he will say,
Scorpion, new best friend, I would not recommend opening this one. His family have a reputation for being ruthless.
Ren will pipe up at this point and just be like, what family?
So Lamud basically having lifted the lid off like a quarter of an inch, just
Oh, really?
puts it back down.
But you did open it.
Yes.
broke the seal.
I'm
You
only
picked
joking.
it up and
Nothing happened. But yeah, except the pressure equalizes and this cloud of dust is released from it.
Just airing the local corpses, that's all.
Aaron Square. Okay, Ren, you were asking a question.
Yeah, he just was like, just out of curiosity, obviously, at this stage, because he doesn't know the name that was on it, because he can't hear very well. He will pipe up and be like, what family? Just out, because while he's casting his spell, he's just, it's 10 minutes, he may as well make chat. So, does Erixium answer?
He would. Could Dave put the spelling into the chat? for
Yes,
us,
I
please?
can. Into the Roll20 chat.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mithrasma. Mithrasma. Lord Mithrasma.
Okay, so if Erixium says that out loud, Ren will, he's probably only a minute into starting to get the casts done, drop what he's doing.
Mhm.
His hand kind of goes into one of his pockets for a second, checks that something's there, has like a sigh of like it's a weird anxious tick, and he just storms right up to the casket, and he's like, Lamud, get it open.
Erixium is going to walk over to best friend Shane.
As Erixium,
Or Jaden, even.
as you walk away, the scorpion is gonna look at you as you walk away, and if as much emotion as a scorpion can show with facial features, it's kind of a what should I do look, because there was
If it had an eyebrow, it would raise it.
It's raised in a carapace.
Yeah, there was obvious, hesitation from Erixium to have the sarcophagus open, even though Lamud doesn't understand it. He's not that stupid to just go ahead and open it now because Ren says to open it.
Well, what
Scales
I
is
would
going to
say-
stick with Ren,
Okay.
and if Ren says open it, Scales is probably going to go ahead and open that.
Sorry, I'm just
No,
sorry for
seriously.
turning my
Sarcophagus.
turning my thing. I need to plug in my iPad to keep it charged. Okay.
What Erixium gave his interpretation, but Scorpion Mud has known the others for far.
Drew Kane says,
far
"Open it, do it, do it, do it
Do it
now,
now.
Do it
now,
now.
I'm here. Open
Ren will
it."
then,
Yes.
like,
The
hold
bomb
his moment.
immediate.
I mean, if Erixium's giving no clear indication one way or the other, then I'll open it.
Okay, and you were
Yeah.
aided by Scales. So the two of you hoop the lid off this massive, heavy stone lid. But no need to roll. You guys are both buff-ass strong motherfuckers. Bang! It just flips over and crashes, breaks, completely shattered on the left-hand side of where it was settled. And you look inside, and there seems to be a withered, in fact, a skeletal. Remains look to be human, dressed in these very, very, very fine robes, and this seems to be 3 rings around these skeletal fingers.
So why did you want us to open this?
Um,
Scale says
let's
to
say
Ren.
it's best.
You're dropping out there, buddy.
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah. Domo arigato, Doctor
Domo
Roboto.
arigato.
We'll come back to you, Carrie, if you can sort out your Wi-Fi or your hotspot. Until then, we'll move along. If anyone want to look in, that is
Rixie
not
was
Ren.
on his way over.
Scales. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi swapped over from my thing back to my normal Wi-Fi, so I have to.
Cool. You're back there again. You're a little bit.
Yeah.
There he is.
So
okay. So what happens?
Ren will be like, "Well, this bastard's great times a couple hundred. His grandson set the dogs on my family, so
I'm sorry. What?
I'm taking his shit.
So, can you say that again clearly?
Yeah, this bastard's grandson times probably 100 set dogs on my family, so I'm taking his shit."
Okay.
Did you say you're taking his shit or taking ass shit?
You want to take his skeleton?
I'm taking these rings, and look, if you guys want me to put them back after this, fine, but I want to know what they do.
But do you want his bones too?
No, fuck that. I'm not
Just
necromancer
the
shit.
rings.
Just the rings.
Okay.
Oh my god, Drew.
Okay, is the Wi-Fi problems? That's what she SSID. Man, if I could give you inspiration, I would. That is the fucking best fucking one-liner of the
That's a
night.
good one.
Holy shit, man! Jesus Christ.
Dave, I think with the one-liner like that, you should get inspiration.
Yeah, you take it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
I think
Ren,
everyone should take a shot.
So Ren is taking the rings.
yeah, he's pulled out his dagger and is using to kind of pop the rings off the skeletal fingers, just in case there's any.
Wait. But did you say that whole thing about like how they
Yeah,
did
no,
the
yeah,
thing
no.
to your ancestors?
Ren does not like this family. Like, he has bad history with them, so he is not being very respectful.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say that in that case, Scales will actually take a couple of the bones and like do puppet theater with them.
That's
Wow.
dark.
I honestly thought you were going to say devil sticks.
No, he's doing like whole like da 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 because Ren
Has the
is
skull
like
doing
fuck
the-
these guys, and he's like, oh okay then, and so he takes up a couple of bones and he does like puppet theater with them.
So you
And
grab a
then-
femur and some sort of remains at the hand. And you're like,
Do 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 do
Um,
do 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 do
Ren?
do.
If you want to take the head, I could always make it talk tomorrow.
You know what? That could be interesting. And Ren will kind of dagger out. I know, I'm assuming actually there wouldn't be anything holding it there because it's ancient. Pop the skull off and pop the skull into that holding. Just for interrogation purposes at a later stage.
okay, excellent.
And then he'll go back to what he was doing, plot down where he sits, his spellbook out. He's also pulled out a wrapped, like, bandaged. Anyone looking at it could tell it's probably a mask and bandages. Set that down on the ground beside him as he's doing it. And he's going to pile in everything. He's going to wave over Jaden, tell him to drop the spear. And he's the 2 scrolls in, and he's going to start casting Identify.
Okay, so the 2 scrolls and the spear, is that right?
Everything. The 3 rings, the 2 skulls, and the spear.
So what? That's 60 minutes. That's an
Is it not?
hour.
Is it not like you get all of them in the one cast, or is it one like per-
One per cast.
Oh, I mean, we could take a shot.
Are you sure?
I've always thought it was everything at once. That's how I've always done it.
I didn't.
I can double check for you.
Yeah,
I have it
throw
here in
into the
front of
chat.
me.
Yeah, chuck it into the chat there, big man.
One sec. It's since the start of the campaign. I've always been doing them all at once.
Hey, Drew Keynes is taking a femur. Is really quite humorous.
You choose
Oh, you know, it says
one
one
object.
object. Yeah, I've been misdoing that all.
Okay, cool. Grant. So what would you like to identify?
Just to
Oh.
say for Drew Kane, Scales is totally taking a femur with him. So
Hey,
I mean-
okay.
I mean, we could probably maybe take 20 and do 2, but I'll take the. I'll definitely do the spear for Jaden first, just as a let him know what that does.
Okay. So what are we picking? What 2 items do you want to identify?
I'll do the spear and then one of the rings.
Spears is currently a spear +1.
Cool, and yeah, it'll do better than the glaive against magical resistance.
Sure
things.
will, yeah.
For now, anyways. And then one of the rings. Is there any of them that looks fancier than the rest?
There's one that seems to be. So there's 2 of them, yeah, or 3 of them. What did I say?
Yeah, I have the
3 of
tech
them, yeah.
magic up anyways,
Okay.
so I can probably see what
They
school of
are
magic
not
they are.
magical. The rings
Not
are not
magical at
magical. No.
Okay, then if I
Shiny
know
and valuable.
if they know they're not magical, then I'm just gonna in the bag of holding, and then
Okay.
I'll take one of what's it? The spear and then scrolls. I'll do one of the scrolls.
Okay, roll me a d6. 1 to 3, we'll pick scroll number 1. Or you can just tell me if you want scroll number 1 or scroll number 2.
I have a coin. 2.
2. As you cast your identifying that, it is a Greater Restoration Scroll.
Oh, nice.
I am going to hand that to Mazelu immediately and be like, so, I'm really fucking tired. That's Greater Restoration. Just saying.
Hashtag.
Yeah, like, good help.
Thank you for the scroll. And I put it in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, fair. I'm not going to argue him.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, you can
If we
remove
need-
that fucking... It's easily been 10 minutes now. Let's get rid of that fucking aura.
Oh, yeah, that would have dropped off, yeah.
Driving me insane. Okay, here we go.
Right, it's not going away.
I've done it there. It's fine. It's
Oh,
gone.
right.
God, that
The
felt
only
good.
reason I did that is because Mazelu wouldn't be the greatest at nuance of, I'm hinting. It's ask him.
Yeah,
basically.
then once he does that, like after a second or two, Ren thought he was joking. He'd be like, "No, can you cast that on me?"
Yes.
Yeah, whatever that mirror did is like, it's bad shit.
Okay. Yes, I can do that, I believe. How do I do
Okay.
that?
5th level spell, so spellcaster check, DC 15.
Yeah.
This
You can
just
add your
in,
spellcasting
it's a
modifier
cursed
though, can't you?
scroll.
Yeah.
Your spellcaster modifier.
Roll a d20, add your spellcaster modifier. The DC is 15. Thank you, John.
No
You
problem.
really asked the wrong person to roll this, didn't you? Jesus. Yeah. I tell you what. Because I'm such a benevolent person myself, I will use the inspiration that was granted to me to re-roll that to try.
I
and
have.
help.
Can I give you my? To be fair, can I
Um,
just give you my inspiration? Just
So that's a 14. What was it? 15, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
DC 15.
So that's 14 plus 3, so that's 17.
Okay, it takes effect. You can subtract another exhaustion level.
Oh, was it just one? Oh, okay, I thought.
Oh, Jesus Christ, 2 cases. I bet Derek would know how to cast it.
well, it worked. Not here.
Wow.
Oh man. He's gone. Okay.
Great,
all right, moving on. Who wants to do what? Oh, we've got Stephen and we've got-
Well, Scales is taking one of the femurs and stowing it in one of his back loops on his belt. Because it feels like he should.
I went to get the burn ointment.
Hey, the deep burn. Okay, Scales. Yes, you have a femur hanging out of your and it's the femur of an ancient Lord Mithrasma hanging out of the back of your belt. What else would you guys like to do?
Well, while all this was going on, Erixium would have walked over to
Glaved best friend Jaden.
and he will sheath his sword. He will keep his shield hanging on his left arm and say,
Jaden, I believe I heard you cry out in pain while I was slashing that creature. If you were willing, I would like to heal any injuries I may have caused. Oh, yeah.
I love that that's what your character has become.
Drew Kane saying he's building the sexual tension between the two.
I'm just waiting for the lines. I got you for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Certainly not with the flashes that he's gotten from each of those strikes. Now, his defensive walls and all of this are way back up.
What does he say?
He says, "Oh yeah." No. I want as little to do with you as possible. So, no thank you.
If it in any way
No,
helps.
thank you.
Okay. Just remember, should you ever need assistance, just call. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So what are we doing next?
Unless anyone has any way to open this door, Lamud is going to probably. Is it made of wood?
It is made of wood.
I'm gonna bash it down.
Okay. Smash, 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 and as you do, you trigger the pins on the handle of the trap, and they shoot out. They mean nothing to you and your scorpion chitinous plates that cover your squishy interior, and the door has been completely bashed down. Let me get my dynamic lighting layer and do a little bit of that as you look in through the door, and you can see another dark corridor leading south and then east.
Dave, I'm just gonna say as well, in scorpion form, I do have blind sight out to 60 feet.
Okay.
So if anything is hiding out there, screw them.
I do believe you would give you a perception check. Is that right, or are they automatically?
If they are invisible, I can see them as if they were there.
Okay. Well, that changes nothing because there's nobody there. So
No, just saying.
Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. As you look to your east, you can see what looks like a staircase
And a corner.
and a kind of little alcove here as well. Yeah.
Nothing in the alcove.
As you look into the alcove, you see nothing except webs.
Damn it.
As we're walking out of the room, Ren is going to just kind of go for the warrior arm grab handshake thing for Mazzello, and he's like, I really appreciate that. And then, still very tired, hobble his way up.
Okay, Lamud, Scorpion Lamud is not going to fit down this staircase. It's too small.
Fine.
It's tight even for Lamud.
I guess I'll drop wild shape.
What are you doing, my scorpion friend? Advance!
Yeah. Patrick against the Renbox and a glyph of exhaustion.
This
Just
madness
checking,
through.
Carrick. What did you say you did?
Oh, he did the thing where he went out to do the warrior's handshake where you can grab your forearms.
Okay, well, Mazzelli wouldn't grab your arm. He would take your hand,
Okay.
but he wouldn't consider you a warrior.
Oh,
So he
valid.
wouldn't do that.
Valid.
Oh.
Harsh burn. Harsh burn.
We need that great
It's-
restoration back.
I'm sorry, but
I take another point.
I mean, I can cast
Emotional
absorb
damage.
I can
Miss-
cast absorb elements, but that's only on myself.
How many points of emotional damage do I take there,
That's
guys?
a lot,
Not for my
buddy.
hit
That's a
points,
lot.
but, like, just in general. Ren's emotional state is fairly fragile at the moment.
He would consider you a great ally, of course, but he wouldn't
Well,
consider you a warrior.
Does he
It's a
say he
different
doesn't
thing.
consider Ren a warrior, or does he just interrupt the handshake?
Miss
he just pulls
Jawbreaker
the arm
does
back a bit.
say
Okay.
it's too small. That's what she said.
Of course, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she always says to me.
So are we going
On
down?
myself? No, I'm just kidding.
Are we going down?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, which way do
You're
the stairs go? Do they go down?
They
or
go
up?
down.
She chose down. She chose down.
Okay, so who's going down for? I will tell you what. Make me a little. What's your passive perception? Yeah, you can see
13.
these stairs as you look at them. Let me get down to what page I have this on.
That's what she said.
Okay, yeah, you can see in the stairs that. 1 second now, till I find where the fuck they are.
If there's a group of warding, please no.
Those stairs
Yeah,
are like
you can
all
see-
good lovers. What?
Yeah, they go
Um,
down.
So,
Oh, they go down. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
No problem.
okay,
Paula,
so
tell him bring Patty.
Okay, so you guys see an opening to a spiral stairwell made of stone. The stairwell descends for a few steps before curving completely out of sight. And as you look on the stairs, there seems to be letters on each step.
I will step back.
In common,
Oh dear God.
Common.
what do they spell out? I mean, as far as I can see, at
As
least.
far as I... 1 second now, let me just move this over to...
I'm just gonna speed us up and say, does anyone stop Scales just going on down those stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Lamud was in front of you.
Okay, so who's going down the creepy cursed stairs first?
Scales.
He's in the front.
Scales, okay. Scales, as you walk down the stairs, chunk, 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 you feel like it. You do descend down, but you seem to just walk straight out, and you're back here, back at the top again.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna
plop,
go.
plop, 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 plop down the stairs, chunk, 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 and you just seem to pop out back at the top.
Oh no. Oh, this is
We're in an
not
Inception
So-
dream.
This is not
I'm actually gonna do it for a third time,
You do it the third time, the same thing happens.
As Scales does it for the
and
third
then
time.
Scales will actually say to the others, "Something weird is going on."
Scales, try
So,
walking backwards.
what does the letter say on the stairs?
Okay, so you have TFAU.
TFAU.
On the first four, they curl around. They curl around the whole way down. So you would have to go down the whole stairs and pop out at the end to.
Yeah, I mean, nothing happened to
Yeah.
Scales in the 3 times that they did it, so I'll go.
So posting into the chat, in the Roll20 chat, you see TFAU or TEFVULEY or C. So that's TFAU or TEFVULEY or C.
Oh, thank Christ!
And that's like 45 points in Scrabble.
Yeah, absolutely.
That- yeah.
Or it's like the hardest fucking wordle ever.
Shane, you
You
got
know-
this.
You're gonna have
Lumberjack
to
Paddy
be
wants to
loads
know.
of-
Lumberjack Paddy wants to know is it Welsh?
Fortune. Fortune is in there somewhere, I think. No, that's not it.
Mm,
I'm just gonna say I'm the barbarian who will keep running that ring over and over.
God.
So there you
You're gonna have a
go.
point of exhaustion yourself in a minute. Yeah, anyone else want to have a look and try and figure out what's going on? Feel free.
Valley.
Is Valley in there?
No, it's anyone else.
Vale. Oh, this is like reverse countdown.
This would really help if I wasn't fucking dyslexic.
Could
Yeah,
somebody
same.
with a high int do some kind of an int check against
You
this?
guys can go and fuck yourselves if you think a roll is getting you past this puzzle.
Yeah, no, Dave
No
doesn't let us
chance.
roll past puzzles. He's never in the past.
I'm gonna go
I
with
mean, it's a
Kate.
role-playing game, but not in that way.
Kate, can you help us?
She knows nothing about this. She
Yeah,
just drew the map.
FEAT feet.
Help chat.
Thank you, chat. There you go. And if you solve it, please do not post it into chat. 'Cause I
No,
do not
totally
want these
do.
guys- no, fuck
Oh,
you.
dude,
Do the
just do it.
DM.
Yeah,
I
private message.
Help us do
I'm also a moderator on Twitch, so I'll fucking wield the ban hammer. If you post it into chat, I will absolutely smash you with the ban hammer.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Has anyone made any words out of it yet? Just
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
what was
reason
your-
I don't play Wordle.
what words?
Well,
is that?
like there's plain countdown, but that's like how many letters can I
Yeah,
make out of
severe
this?
absence
That's
of Rachel
not
Riley as
bad.
well, which sucks.
Cruel isn't there. Cruelty.
For the Raven
There are many
Queen.
words in there, but that's not going to help us.
First time chat, DJ Mike Storm says the answer is spicy beats. Isn't the answer is always spicy beats, my friend? Bean hammer like bean garde is a retired phrase. Bean hammer, ban hammer, like ban garde. Ah, I see. Ban, yeah, BEAN. The Irish, given the day it's in it. Sorry, I just read it as bean.
Needless to go.
Cruel.
On will Cadagum, Dulgadi.
On lower level, no.
Mache the Hulle.
Not until you solve the puzzle.
How about Leonid Cormac or the Scrooge Popper? Na Currica August na Keshna a go in
Looks
the
like
Keshe.
Shane Kenny might have
Nope,
come.
nope,
No,
nope, nope.
You sat up there like you knew it, like you had
No.
a fucking an answer to the puzzle. So
One of the few words I can make out of it is cruelty, but I don't know if that's.
cruelty.
Yeah.
I can see turf.
Very on brand for me as a DM. I like that.
Favor.
Cruelty.
The other one that's in there is torture.
Yeah.
You can get rotate out.
I assume it has to use all of them, though, like the phrase.
I mean, you're making major assumptions when it comes to what the letters are actually for. So
There's no
Teleport.
N's in there.
It says fucking teleport.
does it? I don't see a P.
Oh, it's an R, sorry.
Yeah, no, the dyslexia's hitting me
Teleport.
too, don't worry. I'm going to try walk this way.
Yeah, I mean, you end up back where you started.
Damn it. Yeah, it's not just as simple as going right.
Dave, if I step on the first stair, does the letter change in any way?
A little sparkle sort of apparates around the letter.
And the second stair, same thing happened? Does it look
Same,
the
yeah.
same as the first one?
Yeah.
P-A... Oh, no. Fuck.
I'm very tempted to just cast a spell magic on the thing.
That might just get us stuck.
I'm
Same
sorry,
though.
you're all screwed. I like the maths puzzles intentionally, not
Yeah,
the
same.
letters.
Same. Give me a math puzzle any day.
I like them both.
Oh, man, okay.
Okay, so not an insight check to solve it. Can I make it, or an intelligence check to get a clue at the very least? Because otherwise I think we're going to be here for hours. No? Okay.
Roll an intelligence check.
Just a clue. I have disadvantage on these anyways. It's 9.
9 is the answer. 9.
9. Yeah, so
So what you have,
cruelty,
it's a map
torture.
by Arisa. See, Dave, home game aren't the only non-intelligent game players. This is very true. Miss Jawberger says she found a 10-letter word. Holy shit, you win countdown. Okay.
Forte?
Can-
Forte is in
can-
there?
Can Scales do an intelligence check?
Sure.
If you outsmart, yeah, I mean, you can idiot savant this. That is a thing.
This seems like the biggest ever go for it, but let's see.
9.
You match me.
No.
9.
No, Lamud, as you look at these stairs, they do seem it's like this infinite,
Future in there?
this infinite sort of progression of from the start back to the end, back to the end, back to the end.
We're going to be stuck on this forever.
Future's in there as well. Favor, I think, is in there. Yeah, favor.
No.
I hate you, Dave.
Cry havoc and release the dogs of war.
I just
No.
firebolt into the stairwell. Thank you.
Cinders and sparks fly everywhere, but unfortunately, no effect.
Damn it. I don't want to spend. We're probably going to be here ages anyway, so we're going to just sit down
Okay.
and start ritual casting.
So,
magic.
Given our party, there has to be some way to get past this which doesn't require intelligence.
I mean, I'm very. my character's very smart, but I'm not. So.
I will give you a hint and say that Scales has already uttered the magic word.
Scales, what
Cry.
words have you said? Cry.
Quick, someone watch back the VOD and tell us everything
No,
Scale said in
you
the last
fucking
10
won't.
minutes.
don't have keen mind. Shit, we need. Where's Robert when you fucking need him? Cry.
Cry havoc and
Havoc.
unleash the dogs of war.
War. Havoc.
There's no W,
Yeah. No H either.
That was not it.
and there's no N.
That was not.
It wasn't a word.
Wasn't the word you said. That wasn't. None of those were the words you said.
Well, you see, there we go. Scales is way more intelligent than any of you give him credit for. He
I've
just
never seen
doesn't
Scales was
understand
dumb.
it. Oh, come on.
I
Scales
will,
is like,
in the interest of expediency, say that it can only be spelled out from start to finish. You don't have to mix up the words. The word is in there if you pick the right letters out from start to finish.
no,
Fart.
favorite. There's no I in there.
Fart.
Oh,
Fate.
Make me a Constitution saving throw as a gust of noxious green air. How many times?
Fate. Fateful.
Mr. Allbreaker says, "Can I say the 10-letter word when you were done?" You sure can.
Faithfully. No, that doesn't work. That does, but no. Torture. No, it doesn't
No,
work.
torture doesn't go from beginning to end.
I know, but
This is
it's just
torture, but anyway.
very, very, very mild dyslexia is not going to get going for me. This, fully.
Penny Dragon Game says, "Then I'll give you the 11-letter one." And Lummy Paddy found a 12-letter word. All these fucking people using the anagram generator on Google. I know what you're up to. You man.
Or nah, man. I've gone through every word that I can make out of this. Hef. Or.
I will say, Scales. You said this could go on.
forever?
There it is. Yeah.
Forever.
No.
FOREV. Oh, forever. That's in there. Forever's
going
in there.
To carefully hop.
Is
This
it?
wasn't
if you
nearing
say-
the end of the session. I would have let you
Oh,
motherfuckers
or
hang on this
EVE.
fucking puzzle for an hour.
Forever.
I'm going
Forever.
to hop.
Okay,
Forever.
would you
Forever's
like?
in
What would
there.
you like to do with the word?
Scales will be like, he'll move the things to forever.
Just maybe
Each
only
step
step
has a
on,
letter.
Yeah, only step on the letters that spell forever.
Hop, skip, jump.
There you go.
Skip, jump, F, and then
Okay, so you
O.
hop, skip, jump, move all your
Okay,
characters up.
I-
You find the way
No.
down. My God, you guys are worse at fucking.
I
puzzles.
am going to
Yeah.
take my
There
shot
is-
of whiskey for our lack of
I am
intelligence.
honestly
You know what? I'm
gonna
actually
say
gonna
Cheers,
do the
everyone.
fucking same. I'm gonna do the
There's
same.
nothing
Here
wrong
comes
with
the
yes.
black
being a
barrel.
high
There we
intelligence
go.
character as a dumbass.
I also think that, in fairness to the roleplay, both Ren and Juan at least have to have helped Scales with his spelling on that one.
Cheers, bitches.
His
Cheers.
those
Lots
were
of love,
Cheers.
bloody wall.
Aren't you?
No, Carrie, just see
I'm
the
a
way
bit
none of
late,
us make
but,
funny faces.
There he
Back at
is.
the bottom.
There he is.
Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna copy you and I'll move you on to the next.
Okay, this isn't
part of
opening.
Because you make your way down, make my way
Wait,
down to here.
did
Oh my
Ren
God.
not even doing a shot?
I was trying, but the bottle won't open. I can't get
Yeah,
it to
but
open.
now you have to. You have to do a shot right now because your character had to help my character.
Okay, got it.
Is Carrick really saying on stream, "I'm sorry, this has never happened to me before"?
No, I genuinely, the bottle, my hands are a bit sweaty. It's very warm.
The bottle-
There you go.
It's a
My hands
Knees are
were
weak.
sweaty and the bottle wouldn't open. You have to do it
So you
right
guys
now.
move your way. You guys make your way down. Come on, let's go. Let's go with your shot,
Yeah.
Big Ban.
Straight for the bottle.
Hey, man's doing the whiskey thing.
There it is.
Hey,
Hey!
man.
yeah, fam. Okay, cool.
Ear pressure.
So where did we come in from here?
You would have come down the center here where the staircase would have let you out. And you can see there are doors everywhere.
Ooh.
Doors,
shot in years.
doors, doors. The bane of a D&D party. But I feel that's a good place to leave it. Thank you very much, everyone who came along to join us. I honestly thought that we would get a lot further on with this. And even in on social media, I said, "Oh look, Smith Jawbreaker wants to say revelatory."
Is that a
Jesus,
word?
that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
That is a word.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I
Wow.
didn't know that was a word.
Dave, obviously you overestimated our intelligence.
Yeah.
Linda's obviously
Sure
a
fucking did.
Linda's obviously a class A Googler.
Hey, nice. Well done. Thanks very much, Drew K. And thanks everyone who stuck with us. On social media, I think actually in one of my Telegram groups, I said to a bunch of friends, this could be the third or the second last episode of this arc, but it absolutely is not. Given
Can it can be.
Well, I mean, it can be. Yeah, if I
gonna
kill
find
you
side
next session.
quests.
You're
But,
welcome, viewers.
It was, yeah. I think we're going to be going for this for a little bit longer now. I've a couple of things waiting for
We're
you.
just not very.
Maybe
We're just not very good at puzzles.
Maybe not that many. We'll see how it goes. As I bump up the hit points of the things in the next room. Boom. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining us. We love you all. Please come and join us for the pre-recorded Violent Madness that's going to go out on Sunday. We will all, well, most of us will be in chat because there is a fucking serious moment that happens.
No spoilers, but
Nope.
shit goes down.
Oh my god. It is fucking serious shit. Hey, there's Andy. TVM. I love it.
I'll
There's
be
obviously the
timing my
TBK,
trip to the
TBK.
gym for
Joke.
when the stream is on, so I'll be listening to you while I'm in the gym.
Love you all. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Seeing you.
See you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Seeing you.
Cheers, everyone.